Boom, 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 boom. There we go. Hello, 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 hello. Welcome back to a stream of streams. I actually really don't know if anyone can hear this. Let's just go across. So this is a really random stream that we're doing because I wanted to talk about the investor stuff that's coming up. But I know that there is no sound or no music coming through just yet because right now, is it? Okay, cool. I can hear it. So, oh, hello everyone who has joined. Hello, Junior Games. Hello, Shadow Nova Productions and Super Savior. Hope you're doing well. So this is just like a really random one. Let's jump to the live screens. I know you've been in the stream before, Junior Games. So let's jump to the live stream. So basically, let's close down team meetings. We do not need that right now. It's like scares me that. Okay, so it's not come up. So basically, we're doing the live thing. So let me turn that one off because we know now. Hello, Danny. How are you doing? So this is all going to happen live. Hopefully we can chat about all of what's going on with Hasbro and stuff like that. Hello, Daniel. Hello, Danny. So with all of this, I will turn the sound on because last time I got slapped in the face with it. So I've got it playing in my ears right now. I hope everyone is okay and all that. So basically, this is the blueprint for what's going on through the investors meeting and stuff like that they're going to talk about. So this is going to be a lot of stuff. I'll only go up to when they finish the Power Ranger stuff, but I don't know if there is going to be a kind of key event that's going on. So it could be Transformers, it could be My Little Pony to begin with and stuff like that. I do not know. Oh yes, you came over from the FanFest Friday. I knew I recognized your name from somewhere. So welcome. I'm glad that you're glad you're here. So I am going to quickly promote this stream everywhere around. I haven't even done it. I mean, if it goes really well and we get quite a lot of people in, I will probably just sit here through the 2 hours and kind of give my thoughts on it. So let's just say this, that we are able to kind of go through everything. I'll give my thoughts. Okay, come and join me for a stream of the Hasbro Investor. Is it the Investor meet? Hasbro Investor thing. You see me as I live tweet Investor live stream. Thoughts will be given out. Hello, Noah. How are you doing? All right, let's grab that. Let's tweet that out. I love my thumbnail that I have not done. You know. So that's it. Right. Okay. So jumping over to La Facebook, promoting it over there. Let's stick it on my main account. And then let's jump over to Facebook, Ellen Page. Switch now. 4 minutes to go. Okay. There we go. So that's now posting. I don't like the way that Facebook pages have now kind of gone over this, and it's just like you have to switch profiles now. So I think that's all running. Oh, did it just massively change? Right. Okay, let's close all this down. So it's the virtual investors meeting. So basically, it says on Thursday, 25th of February, 2021, Hasbro will present our virtual investor event, which will be an outline of how derivative advantage in playing in the entertainment of supercharging our brand blueprint and creating opportunities for growth. The event is hosted by Brian Goldner, Chairman and Chief Executive Officer, and Deborah Thomas, Chief Financial Officer, and will feature senior leaders from the company's consumer products, entertainment, and Wizards of the Coast business. Event should be on for like 2.5 hours, including a Q&A. So basically, they're going to talk about, they're going to pretty much go over Marvel, Transformers, apparently Monopoly, My Little Pony, Peppa Pig, and some random stuff. So this is going to be very interesting. Let's just say this. I'm doing very well, Noah. How are you doing? I hope everyone's doing very well. I have tea. I am ready to go. So this is going to be fun. It's very weird live streaming on YouTube with my Twitch overlays and stuff like that. Feels a little bit kind of weird. Let's say that. So when is Power Rangers Line 3 coming? So apparently, I think someone said it was coming out on the 21st of, or it was in July or something. It's coming very soon, apparently. So I was very kind of, how do I say? It's coming out very soon, but I think it's going to be on Pop. I don't think it's going to be Nickelodeon. So, because Pop had Beast Morphers for last year, so I feel like it's going to be the same. But I have a big feeling that they're like, when the hiatus hits in America, we're going to carry on. So I reckon we'll have like one a day. So we'll like breeze through the first one. Hi Orville, how you doing? So I feel like we're going to get quite a bit of like all the episodes straight away, because the way that we do it over here is one a day. God damn it, Timmy. So basically it happens like we'll get one a day. So I'll be doing daily reviews if that happens, because at the moment we're doing weekly. So that's going to be fun. Tune in for that when it drops. Damn this music. They've gone in. So yeah, only 52 seconds, and then I'll turn on the audio, so we can hear it. I'm doing good, Orville. How are you doing? Oh no, I already asked that. I'm doing very well. We're waiting for this massive streaming event kicking on, which is all good. Which I'm kind of really looking forward to. So, you know when you got way too many apps on your phone and you just literally playing through. Come on, we've got 17 seconds to go. I'd laugh if they went Power Rangers first and that's it. Can you imagine that? Just Power Rangers straight away. Here it all goes. Right, okay, so let's turn on the audio to the desktop.
Thank you for joining us today for Hasbro's virtual investor event. I'm Debbie Hancock, Senior Vice President.
Hello, Debbie Hancock. How are you doing? There's a way to maximize this.
From all over the world to share with you how
there we
Hasbro is supercharging the brand blueprint to drive value for our stakeholders.
This is when they announce it.
We have a series of presentations.
Yes, I have, Daniel. I've been watching WandaVision. I really can't wait for Friday's one. Really have got starting to fancy Kat Dennings quite a bit now.
All content is available on our investor relations website. It will be available for replay later today as well.
Okay, like, can you imagine hitting that and be like, pause it?
Presentation and the question and answer session that follows, members of Hasbro management will make forward-looking statements concerning management's expectations, goals,
this is going to be fun.
and similar matters.
Okay.
There are many factors that could cause actual results or events to differ materially from the anticipated results or other expectations expressed in these forward-looking statements. Some of those factors are set forth in our annual report on Form 10-K, our most recent 10-Q, in today's meeting, and in our other public disclosures.
Can you imagine this is the entire thing where it's talking about just like brand safety? So we've decided to use this anymore.
You can find a reconciliation of
oh yeah, that's absolutely fine. Junior Games, that's absolutely. Thank you very much for stopping by.
get you ready for the day.
Oh, but they can play it. So yeah, thank you very much for joining. We'll probably do a lot more live streams, like quite a few. So more than welcome to stop by. But again, thank you for stopping by. Okay, so oh yeah, so they've got Wizard of the Coast. That's all Magic the Gathering. We've actually now started a thing. My Little Pony. Okay, cool. Nerf. Oh, Nerf. That looks quite good. Monopoly. That's why they don't show any Power Ranger stuff whatsoever. So yeah, if they made a Magic the Gathering TV show, I kind of would watch it. Let's open the windows a bit, get a bit more light in so you can see my face. There you go. Can you imagine if they just go down the road of like, here is Power Rangers, and it's like, oh my god, Beyblade! Oh my god, Beyblade! Transformers and oh goddamn Peppa Pig. To be fair, like Nerf outside battling would be fun.
This is what I tell them.
It's really, to be fair, why do they have the Monopoly Man flossing? Beast Morph? Why would you put Beast Morphers in this? You'd instantly want to put Thingamabob. You'd put Dino Fury in. But notice how there's a very lack of Power Rangers in this.
Deep breath.
That's quite interesting.
Let's show the world who we are.
Okay, so they're gonna go through. Okay. I remember playing all these games when I was a kid. Everybody Magic the Gathering. All your friends around going, what the hell? Oh, goddamn Peppa Pig. You know, it's very interesting how they've not put any Power Rangers stuff in. Oh, about that one little figure. I really want to do that Nerf battle thing. So, it's kind of cool.
It takes courage to change people's hearts.
Why is like... Oh, Peppa Pig World, damn it. Why would you put Beast Morphers in? You really, really, really want to put in Dino Fury. Hasbro, the company that suits you. That's what I imagine happening. Alright, I need to turn my volume up because I can't hear it. There we go. Oh, we got more. Here in Rhode Island, where Hasbro really does make you feel like you're a kid again.
Thank you for joining us today for
Oh,
Hasbro's
bam, there we go.
2021 investor event.
I always love it in these events, like they have like massive halls for no reason.
Can't be together. Today we'll demonstrate how Hasbro's differentiated advantage in play and entertainment.
The moment I looked
is
away, they showed
supercharging
Dino
our
Fury.
brand blueprint and creating
God,
opportunities
frickin'
for
damn
growth
it!
driven by our
I look away.
robust
It's all over the
portfolio of
place.
brands,
It's how it works.
capabilities, and talent. Our strategy
I
enables
don't think they're ashamed
Hasbro
of Power
through a
Rangers. I just don't know.
powerful
I
global
don't think they know how to
portfolio
handle
of
it,
approximately 1,500 brands.
and that's the thing.
We not only have some of the most iconic IP that connects kids and families.
Okay, so
but we also have
they're
properties
putting all
with
that in.
immense future potential that resonate with adults.
It's quite a
around the
lot
world
of like
and
brands
fans
they have.
across multiple dimensions. Hasbro's ability to reach the
I wonder
youngest
like
children
what's going to be next. Like
travels
what
into
brand they're
adults
going to
is a
get
distinct
majorly.
advantage of our portfolio. We built our strategy with gamers, consumers, and audience insight at the center.
Really though,
And we strengthened this
striking
through our
everyone down that
daily
uses your
effort
content.
to understand active trends and dynamic changes taking place across the
This is where they
shopper
launched like
journey,
the Power Ranger
as well as
MMO.
through gaming and content consumption. We've embedded purpose in all that we do to align and direct our actions.
Okay.
Today, you'll see how we've simplified our structure to maximize our growth drivers. In turn, you'll have a clearer view. to the
You'll know what
drivers
we're
of
doing,
Hasbro revenues, profit,
where we're going,
margin,
and
cash
how
flow.
things are happening.
Our blueprint thrives as we create value from our three businesses.
Okay, come on.
Hasbro consumer products, including toys and games, Wizards and digital, and entertainment.
So entertainment's going to be at the end.
The value
So
of
it looks
play
like we're going to be doing
and
this
connection
for
it creates has
for
never
2.5
been
hours,
greater
boys
than
and
over the
girls.
past 12 months. And our ongoing investment in innovation drove growth across brands as well as both analog and digital gaming.
To be fair, the Play-Doh
While
thing was
new
pretty cool.
live-action production
Clay
was
motion,
limited,
is it clay
audience
motion?
consumed
Stop
record
motion but with
levels
clay?
of content through streaming platforms for kids, families, and adults,
All right.
reinforcing our expectation in the role that content plays in driving brands. And we delivered more than $1 billion of revenue through e-com, a target that we'd set to reach several
Fair
years
dues,
out
Hasbro,
and successfully
making bank
pivoted
on all that.
to execute against in the near term. We're building
I love the fact it's
scale
like this is
behind
live.
trend
It's just literally
to
just
drive
put the
more
video out. You
profitable
didn't need to
revenue
make it live.
and meet the needs of our consumers and audiences with innovation and creativity for a modern era. Today, you'll see the depth and strength of our
I imagine that as soon as they get
Deb
these
Thomas, our CFO,
these things
will take
through,
you
it's
our
they
updated
instantly
financial
just turn around and
reporting
go,
structure
I'm so
to
glad that we
provide
can make these
better
corporate
visibility
videos that
to
we can just
revenue and
literally
operating
make.
profit across our new reporting segments: Hasbro Consumer Products, Wizards and
I wonder how many
Digital,
times they
and
practiced
Entertainment.
this.
This reporting will better help you understand Hasbro's differentiation.
Or they cut, stop,
and how they
and then
come together
start
to
again.
deliver greater value
We've just
for our
we've just
company.
kind of gone in.
Catherine Beliveau, our newly appointed Chief Purpose Officer, will share how we're putting our purpose and ESG at the center of everything we do at Hasbro.
Cool.
We know ESG performance is an area of growing importance for the work that
Just
you do,
get to the
and
stuff.
has long been a driving force in our decision making. We have led our industry in areas like product safety, sustainability, human rights, and ethical sourcing, as well as diversity and inclusion.
Do you reckon that they made those
On
Hasbro
D&I
boxes just for the
matters, I
video?
personally prioritize reshaping our board and our organization to reflect the world around us and promote a culture of inclusive perspectives and experience.
Perspective solutions.
I believe this is both a responsibility and an imperative to lead through our values and embed this thinking in all areas of our business and across the organization. We have made tremendous progress, and there's more to do. Catherine will share shortly.
Good,
We'll
Catherine.
hear from other
Make sure you
leaders
share
who are running our
everything with us. We need to know.
businesses and how they're supercharging our blueprint. Chris Cox is here. Chris leads the
Okay,
team
Chris.
at Wizards, having joined Hasbro from Microsoft nearly 5 years ago. He is shepherding some of Hasbro's most valuable brands, Magic the Gathering and Dungeons and Dragons.
Okay,
as
D&D
we
would be quite cool.
amplify the player experience, but also expand into entertainment and consumer products. The team is solidly on track to deliver on our goal of doubling the size of Wizards by 2023.
Okay.
Chris is also leading all of our digital gaming efforts through our publishing headquarters in Washington. Our digital publishing team covers a broad spectrum of studios, a robust licensing studio, and other opportunities in a market spanning over 2 billion consumers globally and $150 billion in revenue. We have made a multi-$100 million commitment to develop digital games in the near and long term.
That's fine.
While working with the industry
no, nothing.
our brands across platforms.
Any time
Around the blueprint
for
and
non-heroes.
entertainment,
So
Aaron
far,
Truth,
nothing.
E1's
It's just
CEO,
literally the business stuff.
Olivier Dumont,
It's where they're
President
talking
of
about how much money they made.
Steve Bertram,
Basically, they're
President of
flexing.
Film and TV.
We made
We'll
$1
illustrate how the
billion
strength of our
on this
E1
one thing
entertainment
alone.
team is powered by our
Just like the
unmatched
Disney Investor
brand
Cult when they
portfolio
made us
for
wait to the
kids
end
and
at Marvel
adults,
stuff because they
which
knew
in
it.
turn creates
Yeah,
new revenue and improved
because they know that
profit
as soon as they
streams
finish with
entertainment
like, if they turn around
merchandising.
and talked about this at the end, no one would care.
While COVID kept us from active production in TV and film for many months, we leveraged our capabilities and technology to make more progress in the development of Hasbro IP between Hasbro and E1 teams.
E1
The
teams.
creation of profitable entertainment
Since we've
activates
bought that.
income potential that comes from gaming and
There's
consumer
massive
products
text.
linked to the storytelling.
So you know that we're
In
making
turn,
money.
driving revenue and profit across multiple streams of consumer touch points and managing risk.
So what we got here?
You'll hear more about this progress today. We have more than 30 Hasbro brands in development across TV, both scripted and unscripted, and feature films. Between 2022
film that came out
and
years ago.
2023, we expect to see 2 to 3 major motion pictures and 3 to 4 TV
Okay.
shows on major platforms for Hasbro brands. And
So,
this progress and pace
do you
will
reckon that's gonna be the
expand
new
over
Power
time
Rangers?
as new projects are greenlit. With streaming forecast to reach 1.34
Forecast,
billion
though.
users and $85 billion in revenue by 2025, Hasbro is
Damn.
uniquely positioned
Damn,
to
damn,
produce
damn.
content for any
get some of that
streaming service.
Hasbro money. It's not just the income; it's
Next,
super
we'll
mega
focus on
income.
Hasbro consumer
Yeah,
products
it's when they
business.
just turn around and be like,
Continue our growing
"So,
brand
Bandai, how much did you make? Oh, we made just like
category
a
expansion,
couple of mil this year. It's been a bad year, but we made like
Eric Nyman,
84
an
billion
18-year
trillion
Hasbro
dollars.
veteran who has
Suck
led
it,
commercial and brand
suck it,
teams and currently
Bandai.
serves as
Mattel, what
Hasbro's
you got?
Chief Consumer
Nothing.
Officer, is
Suck
here
it.
today. He'll share how their teams are activating our distinct and rich portfolio.
Bandai never
across
did anything like
consumer
this, from what I
touchpoints,
remember.
adding new opportunities.
Then
for
Bandai
both the
just didn't
Wizards
care halfway
and
through.
E1 teams. This team pivoted in 2020 to align
That looks
behind
like a
the
really
brands
cool
and
Nerf gun.
categories which were elevated with consumers and retailers while driving innovation for future periods. They are executing across retail channels with leadership in e-com, omni-channel, and fan, and creating direct connections.
Is it possible?
with our
I think
consumers
they
through
could do it.
breakthrough digital campaigns. Kim Boyd,
It would be
Senior Vice
very
President and
interesting,
General
though, if
Manager of
they
Global Brands, will
talk
share
about. See,
the
this is something that I like.
opportunity in the
Let's say that if
preschool space.
the rumors of the
As we
split were
launch
true
the
for Power
Hasbro
Rangers,
toy and game
this would be
line
the
with
place to,
Peppa
I
Pig
think, do it,
and
because
PJ Masks in
people
coming
would
months.
actually be like, no, like, you know,
Immediately build on
you can imagine me going like,
Hasbro's existing
so
IP in
today
this space.
we're going to be talking about a partnership with
Casey
Toei,
Collins,
as
Senior
well
Vice
as the
President and
Hasbro's
General Manager, Global Consumer
connection
Products,
as the Power Ranger
will
brand moves
showcase
forward.
how we're
We've
leveraging
decided that
our
we won't be
expansive
listening with
brand
Toei anymore, but
portfolio
we
in
will
our
be
licensed
with
consumer products
and hope to work with them
This
in the
team
future.
expands the reach
This
of
would be
our
the only
brands
time that I think
and
would
our
be the most
storytelling,
like the place it would
including
be.
the value
It's
of
like Captain
E1
Chris Evans at the
properties
bottom.
and entertainment expertise into our industry, leading global licensing efforts. The toy and game industry showed tremendous growth in 2020.
Yeah, because everyone was in the house. There was nothing they could do. I swear Hasbro is the Disney. Yeah.
Entertainment across platforms.
You're not allowed
and new
this.
Brand initiatives. We are positioned to grow our consumer products revenue and operating profit in
remember.
the coming year.
Yeah. Why are they showing
As we
like
move forward,
okay, Power
Hasbro
Rangers?
is supercharging the
Why are they
business
showing like
by
old
creating
stuff?
Immersive brand experiences that drive higher value and capture more
Okay, they're doing
franchise
esports. That'd be
economics
quite interesting
from
to
the
do.
brands we own.
Might be worth
Element
actually
of
trying to
our
get in contact
blueprint
with them and say, hey,
builds on the others,
we'll start some
enhancing the
digital
return
gaming
for
stuff up.
every part of our business. Traditional toys and games are a profitable and cash-generating business.
Well, yeah, of
and we
course,
expect
the
to grow
cash-generating
in line
stuff.
with or ahead of the industry. Our Wizards and digital gaming business
Yeah,
is highly
I
profitable,
think that they may
growing
do
player
that,
expansion,
but I
new
think that
games and new
this would
IP.
probably be the best time to kind
We're
of
on
start
track
it off.
to double the size of Wizards over the 5-year period from 2018 to
Oh, there you
2023,
go.
as previously communicated. Through the strategic investment in entertainment, we can elevate.
Like, if you notice,
existing brands
everything
and
in
launch
here,
new
like
brands,
any sort of
while improving the return
main
on
product
our
bar Power
entertainment
Rangers
investment.
is edited really well.
At Hasbro, prior to 2020, our investment in entertainment was just that, an investment. We measured our return based on the revenue and profit.
Can you imagine if Hasbro went to
toys
some
and
YouTubers
games
and was
licensing,
like, we're just going to
not
buy
on
you
the
out.
entertainment.
Here's some money. You can go talk about stuff.
Business model that delivers
Why would-
profitable revenue in addition to extending the
It's
reach
so
and
goddamn
effectiveness
weird.
of
Hello,
our
Chris.
brand portfolio.
It's so
In
weird.
just
Why?
1 year, they have advanced our IP development further than we planned. Hasbro, in return, elevates the merchandising gaming potential. of the
Okay, stand at
entertainment
camera
business,
shot from thing.
and
Keep
we
looking at the
enhance
main one
value
guy.
of
Just keep
Hasbro
talking.
and
We'll get
expand
the
our
sliding
opportunities
camera.
as we grow and add Hasbro IP that enjoys higher margins and stronger.
They don't want to show
return
Dino
economics.
because they don't want to spoil
We'll see
anything,
today
even
how we
through target
integrate
audience doesn't
and
care about
assemble
spoilers.
value
To be
of
fair, I
consumer
think that you could
products,
show at least the
gaming, and
intro
entertainment
or
is
take
how we
clips from
unlock
episode
the
1
next level of
because they
return
knew it
for
would have
our
aired
business
straight
and our
away.
shareholders.
That's
I'll
how
now
I would
turn
do
it
it.
over to Deb Thomas, Hasbro's CFO, to begin this discussion.
Okay.
Thank you, Brian. I'm happy to be with you today.
Thank you, Brian. On the other eye. No problem. You got this, Deb. You got this.
And supercharged our blueprint as we started the year with the
Just walks in
acquisition
front of the
we
camera.
While
Oh,
it
sorry,
wasn't the
Deb
first
didn't mean to
year
do
any of
that.
us
And then she does it
expected,
to the next
we made
person
much
after.
progress as we integrated our companies and
Um,
began the
okay.
process of developing stories together around Hasbro's
Is
deep
that okay,
portfolio of
Gabriel? Is that
brands.
all right?
We've created a strategic roadmap of brand entertainment, product introduction, and new brands on the horizon for the next several years. Chris, Darren, and Eric will highlight
Let's
many
put it
of
up a
these
little bit more
shortly.
just in case.
To help you better
There we go.
understand each business, I'll begin by
Oh, if
sharing
it's
the
drowning me
lens
out, let
through
me know
which
because
we'll now
I'll
be
bring the
reporting.
volume down.
We recognize that 2020 was a challenging year.
It was, of course.
As we return
I think
to
it was
a
the
more
biggest
normalized
challenging year ever.
cadence, our reportable segments
For a long
will
time,
reflect
anyway.
how we look at our combined business. We believe this will help highlight the inherent
Do you
value
reckon,
in Hasbro's
like,
brands and
every
teams,
single company
and
now
how we're driving
will have
profitable
a
growth across the blueprint?
pandemic plan of
Beginning in
action?
the first quarter of 2021, we've reorganized our reportable segments to Consumer Products, Wizards of the Coast and Digital Gaming, and Entertainment. You'll hear from the leaders of the segments today on the growth drivers for their business.
I just
We'll
feel like
also post
they're
on
just
our website
we
the
are
last
talking
2
about the
years of
same thing that
results
they
in
were
this
talking
view
about 5 minutes
for
ago.
comparability and to help you model the business. Consumer Products includes all toy and game product manufactured through Hasbro and
That's fine.
all other consumer
G.I.
products
Joe.
through our licensees.
Cool.
This is the business that most have historically associated with Hasbro. It has the primary relationship with
It
our
feels like
global
she's got no
retailers
emotion
and
in her
partners,
voice.
such as the Walt Disney Company. As
Oh,
Brian said, we
throwing shade at
expect this
Disney.
business to grow this year and over time, in line with or ahead of the industry.
Peppa Pig
As
loves
we
the
create new
billions.
stories
Hello,
around our
Billy.
brands, including new brands and those in our vault, consumer product revenues will grow and drive higher operating profit margin. This business also generates strong cash flow throughout the year.
I
Based
feel
on the
like
continued strong
they should
consumer
show the
demand
real
and retailer support
thing
for
when
the
they show
category,
Monopoly, like the
innovation
after
throughout the
effects of what
line,
Monopoly does to families.
theatrical launches which
and
were
Friends and
postponed
stuff
or
like that.
scheduled for this year, and the insourcing of Peppa Pig and PJ Masks toys and games,
Oh,
we
yeah.
anticipate growing revenue, operating profit margin, and EBITDA in the current year for this segment. Peppa Pig and PJ Masks are currently licensed brands, but as we begin insourcing toys and games, we will recognize higher revenue and related
2020 was
costs,
the
driving
I've got to
margin
admit, the
akin
worst
to our
year that
franchise brands.
the world's ever seen. We know.
Beginning with
We were
product
there. We
introductions
don't need
late this year,
reminding.
we expect a net impact to revenue between $75 to $85 million
Oh, no, he
in
put 'em in the bin.
2021, ramping in future years. Kim Boyd will share more about our plans. In addition, new brands currently in development under
Have you
Olivier
ever
Dumont's
noticed
leadership and
that
Family
when
Brands
people,
are expected to be introduced
like when they're
beginning
reading,
next
they
year,
look at
which
the
will
camera
drive
and then they move their
entertainment
heads so
merchandise
that it doesn't
around
look
the
like they're
blueprint.
reading. Start swaying a
The
little bit.
investments we've made
Like,
are driving
so the
e-com
investments that we
revenues
make
this
in the
segment,
whole plan of
and
Hasbro
Eric will
right
share
now
more
is the
about our
fact that
progress
we want to
shortly.
make sure that you are okay, that you
This
will spend
year,
your
we have
money
capital
with
plans
us
underway
to be
further our
sure
system
you
and
get the
fulfillment
quality product
capabilities,
that
as
you
we
need.
anticipate the e-com channel will continue
Monopoly
to
is
grow
just secret trade.
beyond
Yeah.
the nearly 30%
So,
of our revenues in 2020.
where's this golden ticket come in? Why have we got to send
As
this
we scale this
stuff
business,
to
there's no
to
significant
Hasbro?
difference in
The
our
special
cost
camera.
to serve our e-com
Oh,
and
no, you
omnichannel
survived the
customers
Monopoly
than our
craze. You can come
traditional
work for us.
brick-and-mortar-based
How much
customers.
money do you have at the end of the game?
Within e-com,
the day,
certain costs are reflected
Miranda?
in allowances, and
Well,
therefore
I
impact net
saved up
revenue.
at least
In
$3,000
the past,
and
these
made at
expenses were in
least
the
all the hotels
advertising
on the
line.
board. Well, you've
The
now
net
got a job
result
at Hasbro.
is the same operating
After
profit.
effects of playing.
We're also growing our
Yeah.
own fan-based e-com site, The Pulse, with
It's like,
planned
oh,
global
Power Rangers.
launches
Yeah,
outside
it's
the
like
US
literally.
during
So
2021.
this Monopoly comes with a free Nerf gun. How many do you get?
As we
Oh, there's
return
we've got a
to a
family
more
of 5.
normalized sales
5
pattern,
Nerf guns that we
led by
recommend
an
you have right
improved
now.
outlook in our licensed
then
consumer
that's
products
it.
business, we expect
Loaded
overall
with,
operating
like,
profit margins
multiple
to
bullets.
expand in the consumer product segment. Our expectation is that operating profit in the consumer product segment grows
It's one of the
faster
plot
than
twists
revenue
that
in the
happen.
medium term, returning the segment to low teens operating profit margin over the period. A very distinct and valuable part of Hasbro is our Wizards of the Coast and
Okay,
digital
so
gaming businesses.
Now we're going to show some Magic the Gathering.
We've been investing in Wizards extensively in both innovation and storytelling
Because we know
and
how
digital
much
game development.
Magic the
For many
Gathering
of our
makes.
vast portfolio of game
We
brands,
know
we
exactly
also have a
how much
robust
money you're
digital
going to get
gaming
in this
license
one.
business.
That one card that's
Chris
now
will
worth
speak about the games
$3,000.
development
We want to make
pipeline
more
in
of
which we're
them.
investing through our in-house development studio and developing
So
through
she's basically
partners.
talking about how much money that they're putting
The Wizards
into
and digital gaming segment has
stuff.
high gross and operating
So
profit margins.
Wizards and digital
In
gaming.
2020, at 46.4%, This operating margin was higher than average due to the strong growth in Magic the Gathering and Dungeons & Dragons
Yeah,
and lower
because people
expenses in the
are
business.
really invested in both these things.
On
It's
an
like any
ongoing
card
basis,
game, Yu-Gi-Oh,
we're
Pokemon.
reinvesting some of
People
this
are now
profit in
able to
new
spend more
digital
money
game
on these
development and
products
releases,
so that they can have
which
them.
often occur years out from the
especially
investment.
since you get like more cash for it.
In 2021,
So Dungeons and Dragons
we
has
expect to launch
majorly picked
multiple
up because
new
lots of
Wizards-branded
celebrities are
games
playing it.
that have been
Lots
in
of people are
development
wanting
over the
to
past
have this
several
stuff,
years.
thing.
While
So
we'll
it
have
shouldn't
the
be
revenue
some
from
sort
these
of like,
game releases,
holy shit,
we'll
guys,
also have
we didn't know.
depreciation of related capitalized development costs. This depreciation
I'm still waiting
flows
for
through
mine.
the SD&A line on our P&L.
I'm still waiting for my
In
vaccine.
total, we had approximately $70 million in capitalized game
There
development
you
costs
go,
at
Ash,
the end
like-
of 2020.
It's going to be
We expect to
a while
depreciate
for this. Like, there's going to
approximately
be a lot.
40% of that amount in 2021,
Where they're going to talk
beginning
about
in the first half
Power
of the
Rangers
year,
at the very
and
end.
about 60% in later
Or
years.
plot twist, they don't talk
In
about
addition to
Power Rangers at all,
depreciation, we'll
and we all
also
just
have
have to sit
additional
here and watch
advertising
their
and marketing
investors
in
meeting.
support of the game launches, and to sustain user acquisition post-launch.
Yeah, if you, like,
Lastly, we will not take our foot off the gas on game development, both for
Okay.
existing brands and new IP.
are we going to get a
Over the
certain
past
game?
5 years, we've spent $210 million on game development for digital games, which are expected to add hundreds of millions of dollars in
Yeah.
revenue over the medium
So I
term.
got, if you make a Power Ranger MMO,
As we
people will
launch several
buy
new
it. If
developed
you make
games
any
this
sort of
year,
game that has a huge
operating
fan base
profit
behind it,
margins are
they're going to get
expected
a
to be
ton of
lower
money.
in this segment and more in line
It's
with
literally how they-
2019 levels.
It feels like
As depreciation
I
is
don't know if it's just
completed
me,
and
but it
additional
feels
games
like
are launched in the out years,
that when they start
we
talking about
expect
this,
these
it's like you
margins
don't
to
know
grow
anything.
over
Did you
time.
know that we've put lots of money into
For many
games?
of our
Do you know
brands,
that
we make the
digital
decision
games
to
is the
license
way
to
forward?
world-class development
Twitch is a
partners.
thing. Did you know
This
about
part of our
Twitch?
business carries a very high operating profit, on average 80%.
Or am I just really skeptical that if I read the
As we
script, I'd be like,
license
oh,
games
god damn
around
it, Deb.
entertainment
God
brands,
damn it, Chris.
we expect licensed revenue will increase with planned content. Wizards and digital gaming will continue to grow faster than the rest of the business, in line with our guidance that Wizards can double the size of the business by 2023.
Oh, yeah, because you get more people playing
In
Magic. Just
2020,
don't put
we're already
any
halfway there.
stuff in there to kind of like lower it down.
As we turn to the entertainment
entertainment.
segment, we'll see all of our entertainment revenue. This includes
Oh.
revenue from TV and film, family brands, music, as well as all legacy Hasbro entertainment activities
Okay.
previously in the entertainment licensing and digital segment. This segment was particularly hard hit by COVID and the inability to deliver live action content for much of 2020.
Okay, we need to get
As
some
we
more
enter
lighting.
2021, we're facing limited production shutdowns and higher
Okay,
costs
to be
on
fair,
those
I
productions
didn't realise
due to
that
the
they had so
extensive
many,
testing and additional
like
safety
TV
protocols
shows.
in place.
Like, not just like, you
As
kind of think when you think
vaccines roll
Hasbro
out
Kids and
globally
stuff like
in the
that.
next year
You know,
to
like
2 years,
Transformers,
we
My
expect
Little
to
Pony. But I
return
didn't
to
realise they had
prior-level
quite
EBITDA
big more
and operating profits in this
entertainment. That's
segment as
actually
a
really
whole,
cool.
with a plan for expansion. We expect revenues to grow in this segment as we deliver live-action content, continue animation
lost a
development,
shit ton
and the
of money.
live event environment improves. Based on the anticipated mix of releases within the segment, we expect that program production
Yeah, like,
amortization will be
it's kinda
between
weird
9 to 10%
because-
of
Right,
Hasbro
yeah, open
revenues
these
for the
curtains a
full
bit more.
year versus 6.9% in 2020.
Like, I generally thought that
Last year, our teams worked very closely together to identify
they
and
didn't actually
develop
have their
properties
fingers
based
in
on
most
Hasbro
pies.
brands, laying the pipeline of strategic development for years to come. As we develop more
I know,
Hasbro
Danny,
owned
like, when I saw it, it
properties,
was like,
we gain the benefit
why
of
was
lower
why
costs
did
versus
Hasbro
using
make
third-party
X on the
IP.
beach? That's
This
such
in
a
turn
weird
drives more
thing to
revenues and
have.
profit around our entire blueprint, not
I
just in
reckon that they
entertainment,
know how much
but in
stuff that
consumer
these
products
things like
and
bring
gaming
in.
as well. As Brian spoke to, this is one way we're supercharging the blueprint through the combination of our
X on the beach
businesses.
too. Married at
As
first
Darren,
sight. We bought
Olivier,
all
and
these
Steve will
things.
talk to today, E1 reduces
make
their
trash
equity and
reality
cash
shows.
at risk by pre-selling and licensing much of the content developed and acquired. Overall, we continue to
We're gonna
expect
try and buy
that
Marvel
we'll spend
next.
a net amount of $675 to $750 million on content per year over the next few years, with that spend moving more to Hasbro IP over time.
How do you feel?
In 2021, given the backlog of production,
I-
which was shut
okay,
down
so my
due
thoughts
to COVID,
on
we expect to be
on
at the
this
high
is
end of
I
that
feel
range.
like Hasbro didn't
For unscripted
realize
spend, the cost to
know what they
produce
were
is
doing
fully
with
funded
this,
by the streamer
and I feel
or
like they
network
thought it would
ordering
be
the show,
easy enough.
and any
But
net
I also,
cash outlay is a timing
there's
issue.
multiple things on this.
For
I feel
scripted
like
production,
the fan
both for
base
TV and
as
film,
well was more
the
like
net
we've
cash
got to
outlay
add a
may be
lot
bit
more things. Like
longer.
we want
We will
God
continue
level
to
tier.
use production financing
we want
vehicles for the foreseeable
this
future
amazing
as we
thing
work
like
to
to
reduce
happen,
our
but it just
corporate
didn't.
debt levels
And I feel like they
achieve our
didn't
previously stated goals of
know
returning
exactly what they were
to
getting
2
themselves
to
into.
2.5 times debt to EBITDA.
Which is fine. I don't really
When we
mind that, but
bring
I think
our
now they're
segments together,
slowly
we see the
understanding
power of
what the
being a
brand,
leader
what the
in
brand's
play
like.
and entertainment.
I don't feel like they're
Through
handling
the
it
combination
badly.
of our
I
segments,
feel like they
we drive growth
really
in revenue,
need.
operating profit and margin, and
I feel like they
EBITDA.
really need to kind of
Each
work on
have
it properly.
strength on their own.
But I think that they're going
As
to
we
take it into a
experienced in
direction that
2020,
are going to make
the
some fans
greatest
happy and
return
some
comes
fans
from the
not,
broad portfolio,
which is going to be a bad
which
thing.
supports
And a
each
good thing,
business,
I think.
and as a whole delivers greater
my thoughts,
value.
my feelings is I'm happy
Behind
where it's
growth
going at the
in
moment,
Hasbro and Wizards
but I think
Gaming,
it depends on the fan
broader
base at the same
consumer
time.
product
Like,
programs, and E1
I feel like
activating
we're
Hasbro IP and entertainment.
some
we
people in the
believe
fan
we can
are very
elevate
kind of
our
brought
operating
back.
margin beyond 2020 levels
Yeah,
over the next
exactly
2 to
what
3
Deoxy
years.
said. I think the fan base was expecting something like
Beginning
Disney
in the
invested
fall of
last year.
this year,
Okay, I
Hasbro
have
developed
never seen their
merchandise
stuff.
will flow through
The
consumer
mouse coming
product
out.
revenues for E1 preschool brands
I think
and
they're going
be
to do
available
well.
for the
I
important
just think we have to
holiday
give them a bit more
season.
time. Like, I think
As we
everyone wanted
progress
everything
through
fixed day
2022,
one,
we'll
and
expand our
it's going to
product
take a long
offerings
time
and
to do
complete
that.
IT system
And you saw it with
integrations
Beast Small first.
associated with the
But I feel like they
acquisition.
don't want to put a lot of money into
We
Power
continue
Rangers, so
to
I feel like
expect
Dino Fury is the
$130
last series that they're
million
going to
in
like throw a lot of
insourcing
money
and cost
into,
synergies
and
by
then it's going to
year-end
turn into an animated.
2022,
And I
including
think that's going to be the main
approximately
thing.
$30 million incremental in 2021 and another $70 million
Yeah,
by
Allspark
year-end
could like
2022.
Allspark could have been the thing for the TV shows.
The
Just
team
very,
will
it's just
speak in
really
greater
interesting
detail
that
about the
Hasbro
timing
own
of
all these
expected
like sort
product
of
and
shows that you'd
entertainment
never
launches
think
throughout the day.
this is a Hasbro thing.
In 2020, we achieved cost
'Cause
synergies
I just
of
generally thought,
approximately
oh well,
$30
Hasbro's
million
just a
from the
kids
integration of E1.
format, you know, buy toys and that's
We
it.
expect further
You know,
charges
Nathan,
for integration
where's my
of
Nathan Fillion
approximately
action figure?
15
That's
to
what I
20
want now.
million
When's
in
he premiering in
2021
Dino
and
Fury?
2022.
I think Hasbro is just
Combined with the vesting of
transitioning
previously
PR to a
granted
new pipeline
retention
universe,
awards,
but they're
this
using the
results
current
in an
production program.
expected
Yeah, I
adjustment
think
to earnings
you've got
of
your
35 to 40 million in
main thing
2021
going on,
and 2022.
which is a lot easier.
Our remaining cash outlay for integration activities
Rather than make
is
something
expected
different,
to be
just throw
40
it.
to
You know,
45
start using
million through
transition from what we've got
2022,
already.
and this will be
If
more
we do Power
heavily
Rangers
weighted to the
D&D,
current
I
year.
think that would be
Somewhat
really cool.
offsetting
I
the
was genuinely like, have they
2020
done that
cost
before?
savings was the
So I know there's
impact from
loads of
lower
different
license
companies that have done it.
revenues.
Do you find it
Retailers
interesting?
and licensees experienced more
Do you
closures than the
interest
businesses
in
that we serve
Sentai
directly.
Gaia Ranger?
As I mentioned earlier,
I'm not
we
really into
expect
the
our
mini plus
consumer
anymore.
products
I
licensees
bought the
business will
Ninja
improve
ones,
in
and
the
the
latter
only one I
half of
actually assembled was
2021.
the Lupin versus Pato Ranger one.
In this area,
But I
we
have like kind of
forecast
no
being
interest
slightly
in
below
any of the others
2019
at the
revenue
moment.
levels this year, with more growth planned for 2022, when we anticipate normalized activities for the full year.
Oh, bit
In
of a
2021,
that's a bit of
given our
a
anticipated
bold,
product mix,
bold
we
statement
expect
there.
overall cost of sales of our products as a percentage of revenue
Throw
to be
in this
slightly
really
below
cute
last
animation.
year.
I think PR Rangers
As
in a film
entertainment
isn't allowed to
deliveries
go.
improve,
It should be like something that airs on the
program
side.
amortization will
I think
follow. And we
they need to
anticipate that
figure out
gross
what
margin
works
as a
best.
percentage of
I
revenue
feel like
will be
if
more
Dino
in
Fury is
line
the end
with
series,
2019
and then you've
pro
got
forma levels
the
of
Netflix stuff or the Jonathan
60%
Entwistle stuff
in the
coming
near
in,
term
the more
than the 61.5%
adult stuff. I feel like they're going to see how that is. But
As a reminder,
it drops down
we
to
began
quite a few
discussing
things
gross
on
margin
it.
inclusive
Is how the
of
fan
both
base
cost
are.
of sales and
Is
program amortization
some fans
in
turn
early
around and they demand that they
2020
want
when we
something and then they
acquired
don't
E1.
watch it. So I want
I'm
more
happy to
adult.
have
I want
Catherine
this. I
here
want
to
that.
speak to our
And then when
efforts
it's
in
given to them,
sustainability.
they don't.
Our purpose
And I feel
of
that's the
making the world
thing.
a
It's
better
like we
place
ask too much,
for all children,
and then we don't get
fans,
what
and
we want, or we
families
won't watch
lives
certain
within
things.
each of our
So if they
segments
did Power
every
Rangers
day.
animated, would that bring in
The
more people?
investments we've
Who
made
knows?
to create sustainable product offerings,
But if Jonathan
better
Ennis
work
was working on multiple
environments
TV
for our
series films,
employees
including
and our
X-Men.
third-party partner employees, and to
I
encourage
think
curiosity
they're
and
going to drop the
exploration
ball
in
and
our
go,
global
or drop
team
the big one, and go
have
boom,
resulted
there is
in reduced
everything.
cost of sales, as
And I
well
would
as
laugh if
innovation
they
in
actually talked
product
about
and
it in this
brands.
one and said, like, this is our direction where
We've
we're going to
seen
go
the
with brand.
value of reducing
'Cause
waste
this
to
would be the
materials,
perfect
not
time to
only
do
in
it.
our impact in society, but in
I'm
our
getting my hopes
results.
up. But I
As a
don't think it's going to
well-funded
happen.
company,
Like, I
we
would
entered
love
the
it if this
pandemic
happened.
with significant liquidity
Like, even
and
if it was
did
like
not need to raise
3 to 4
additional
minutes
capital.
long or 5 minutes max.
Our entire
and they
team
just said,
of
this is what we're
7,000
going to
plus
do with our
employees
branding
understood
with
the
Power
need to
Rangers.
preserve cash.
And then just drop it all in
We
one go.
successfully
Because
reduced
then I
our
feel like the
2020
fans,
DSO
like, we
and
all
inventory
will know on this
while
one.
working with our customers and vendors
You know,
to help
they
them keep their
have a
businesses running
blueprint.
through various
So we're doing the
lockdowns
Netflix
in most, if
adaptation,
not all
the film,
markets.
the animated series.
We made changes
if
to
we're
our
carrying
workforce
on,
to get better
Toy and Saban,
efficiencies and
Toy
address
and
what
Hasbro,
we see as
and then this is our
longer-term
blueprint for the
strategic
next few
shifts
years,
in
which
our
is Mighty
markets
Morphing.
and added
That's
talent
it.
where we see growth.
That's it. We see the potential in Mighty
We
Morphing.
worked on
So we
developing
wanted to
properties
expand
for
on that
future
one.
release and designing product around E1 brands that'll be released later this year and in years to come.
Hey Lily,
Through
how are you
everyone's
doing?
collective efforts, we were able to provide our
I think
employees
that
with a
if
bonus for the year.
they drop
as they
Sentai,
share
you're going
in
to see
what
it
we
in
were
this
all
series
able to
more. It
achieve
depends how
together.
much they use of it.
We
But I
kept
know
our
like season 1
promise
of
to our
Beast Morphers, they
shareholders
very
and
rarely
maintained our
used much.
dividend
And
through
then
2020 and
boom, what
ended
did
the
they
year
happen? Like
with
season 2 used more
$1.45
Sentai
billion
than anything.
in cash. As we look to the earnings power of the
Oh,
company,
tea.
we expect to
drinking
grow
cold tea.
revenue, earnings, and EBITDA in 2021 compared with 2020. We'll continue to highlight earnings
Okay,
apps and
E1.
amortization associated with the acquisition
Can you
of
imagine
E1,
just signing that
which
check?
we expect to be
So how much for this
approximately
company?
$94
$94
million
million.
in
And done.
2021, and
Can
the
you imagine
integration
that? Like
charges I
just
spoke
thinking,
of
I don't
earlier.
even have that much money in my bank account.
On an adjusted basis for EBITDA only, we'll also adjust for stock-based compensation, which was
Ooh.
$50 million in 2020 and is expected to be $76 million this year.
Is that a good thing?
We remain steadfast in our priorities for our use of capital.
I don't think
First
they've
and
killed it,
foremost,
Lily. I think
we'll
that they're
invest in our
changing it. We've got
business.
to give them till the
We'll
end of
invest
Dino
in
Fury,
new
I
ways
think.
to drive revenue around our
I think that's the
brands
main
through
thing.
innovation,
You know,
expertise
they
in
took over the
gaming and
brand,
storytelling.
and now it's not in
This
Span's
investment
hand.
includes our Hasbro team wherever
Oh,
they
okay.
sit in
Sorry.
the world, and the
I thought we were
diverse
talking about
talent
Power
we need
Rangers.
to add to
My
achieve
Little
our
Pony.
growth goals.
How did they kill My Little Pony then?
It's unlikely that we'll invest in any major acquisitions in the near term as we focus on returning to our debt to EBITDA target.
Do you mean use of Sentai, Danny,
We
or
believe that
are you
2020
talking about
and the
something
impact
else?
of COVID may have put us about a year behind in reaching that goal, and we expect to achieve our target within the next 3 to 4 years.
Oh, she looked off
Our
camera to
remaining
someone else.
priority of
going,
returning
no,
excess cash to
no.
our shareholders also continues. And earlier this month, our board declared our second 2021 quarterly dividend payable in May.
Okay.
While we don't expect the same level of
Like,
working
I'm
capital
wondering if there's a
benefit
lot of
that we
people
saw in
like,
2020,
investing
we do
in this.
expect
Like,
to
they actually
generate
really want to
near-term
know.
operating
Or do people
cash
just
flow
come here for
of
the news on
$600
what
to
they're kind of doing?
$750 million,
But I don't know if
returning
it's
to
looking to
2020
improve.
levels
I
in the
think it's going to be
medium
good, but we've only had
This
one
includes
episode.
our expected production spend ramping
I'd say
to
at
the
least when we
levels
get
I spoke
into,
of
say,
earlier.
episode 6
We
is when
expect
we
our
know.
capital expenditures to be in
No,
the range
Dino
of
Fury is
165 to
Power
175
Rangers,
million,
because it's
as
part
we
of the Hasbro
continue
thing.
our development of digital gaming for future
So it's Power
revenue
Rangers
growth,
Dino Fury
begin
is
to
the
cut
main
tooling
thing.
for the in-source
So
preschool
it's more kind of,
products,
you'll see quite a few other
and spend on
things.
IT systems
So when they
related
talk
to
about
the
My Little Pony,
integration.
Ghostbusters, they'll talk about
As we
Power Rangers, and
progress
that's
toward our debt
Power
to
Rangers Dino
EBITDA
Fury is the
target,
next
we'll
is the
achieve
season
this through a
that's currently
combination
airing.
of debt paydown and EBITDA growth. You'll hear today about the plans from our team to propel our business forward. We anticipate paying down over $1 billion of term loans and notes by January 2023.
How do you mean? A lot
This
of fans
year,
are worried if
we
Sentai
expect to
dropped.
pay down the $300 million
to be
of
fair,
debt we
I
have
think
due
when
in
we look
May,
at Power
using
Rangers,
cash on hand, in addition to paying term loan required amortization
like,
of $22.5 million.
I think a lot of fans
We
want
will
Mighty
also
Morphing, and then a lot of
evaluate the
people
ability
don't.
to pay down more
But
debt
we've never
based on
moved
our
past the
liquidity
brand,
position.
and that's one thing that we need to
You'll hear
start
today
doing, and
about the
Hasbro needs to
specific
start doing
gaming,
it.
entertainment, and consumer product
Mighty
initiatives
Morphing
which
is
support
cemented
this
so
speed of
far
growth I've
into
shared
people's
with you
minds.
and illustrate the
Oh,
power
I do
of
not want Meow
supercharging
Rangers.
the blueprint. It's now my pleasure to introduce Catherine Beliveau, Chief Purpose Officer.
For this one.
Thank you, Deb, and good morning, everyone. My name is Catherine Beliveau,
Hello,
and I'm
Catherine.
Hasbro's Chief Purpose Officer. It's great to be here this morning to talk about Hasbro's purpose and to share highlights of our environmental, social, and governance performance. Our longstanding commitment and leadership across all areas of ESG
My Little Pony,
is part of the
Generation 5
Hassenfeld family
information.
legacy
Okay, that's
and serves
that's
as a
only
strong
fine. If you only
foundation for
hear, that is
elevating
great.
ESG and
I'm
purpose
glad to have
across
you.
our business. By establishing a new purpose team,
Okay,
we've put
so-
in place an organization that will allow us to accelerate our efforts to manage risk across our entire enterprise
Do you
while
reckon, 'cause
fulfilling
obviously
our
it says
purpose
making the
to
world
make
better
the world
place
a
for
better
children,
place for
fans, and
children,
families.
fans, and families.
Do you think
We're elevating and embedding purpose across
that
our entire business,
someone's gonna complain and say,
including
"It should
at
be
this
for
event,
everyone"?
to give stakeholders like you greater visibility into Hasbro's
Hello,
ESG
Skinny Boy 10. How are you
performance.
doing?
We
I know
believe
it's
our
absolutely fine,
leadership in
Lily.
ESG
That's
strengthens
absolutely
our
fine.
business and sets us apart. In a moment, you'll be hearing from the leaders of our 3 business units about their incredible
Yeah,
brands,
it is their
content, and
investor call
storytelling.
that they're putting
Exceptional
up at the
brands and
moment, which
content are
is
critical.
live streaming on the
But
website.
at Hasbro,
which I thought,
we
you know what,
demand even
let's
more of
react to this
ourselves,
because
as
there's
do
going
our
to be Power Ranger
stakeholders.
news.
Through our immersive storytelling, we are part of the fabric of our society, and we are being evaluated
low
for
pan
how
shot
we work
looking up.
and why we exist, just as much as we are for what we produce. Our stakeholders may use a different word than purpose, but they all want things from us that can only be delivered successfully if our
put some
organization
emotion
has
in
a
it.
strong, clear, and supercharged focus on ESG and purpose. Let me elaborate. Our employees, from the US and Canada to Latin America, Europe, and Asia,
Yeah,
our employees around
is
the
their
world
investor
want to
call,
work in a company
only.
that they can be proud of,
So
one that is making
basically,
a positive and
all
equitable
of this is going.
contribution
We're
to
waiting for the
society.
Power Ranger news,
New
but
employees tell us that
we don't know
Hasbro's
when
brands, as
it's
well
gonna
as our
drop.
social impact values, are why they want to work for us. And our veteran employees share that Hasbro is the best place they have ever worked. Our consumers.
okay,
Our
guys.
research shows that
So who worked? Who
consumers,
really
including
liked
millennial
Hasbro?
and Gen Z,
I did.
want
Right.
to know who made our
You.
products, how,
You
using
are
what
going to be talking
materials,
about how
and
much you
under
loved
what
this franchise.
environmental and human rights conditions. Our audiences and gamers. Audiences,
Just the
fans, and
auto cue.
gamers seek out our brands in our content, whether Peppa Pig, Transformers, Monopoly, or Magic the Gathering, not just for their
Guys, we had to
high-quality
put,
richness, but because they know
Magic
that
the
we
Gathering
operate
in pretty much every
responsibly,
single thing.
sustainably, and
Wizards of the
ethically.
Coast.
Our partners in government, domestically and globally, whether in Brussels, Washington, D.C., or around the world, are looking to partner with us to share best practices in safety, health, and sustainability. They expect us to step up to address the climate crisis through innovation. Investors. Investors and analysts like you now understand that ESG is about companies being run better.
If people
and
think we're going to
performing
get a
better.
trailer or something,
And finally, society.
yeah, I
With
don't think we're
respect
going to
to
get. I
consumers
think
and
it's just literally
society,
going to talk
we've
about
seen more
like whether
clearly
they're going
than
to move
ever
forward
in
with
the
it.
wake of Me Too, Black Lives Matter, and now COVID, that
So are they gonna
consumers and
talk-
society don't want
Is she
business
wearing-
to be silent actors in daily life.
I generally
They
thought she was
expect
wearing
us to stand up on key
jogging bottoms.
social and
Then.
environmental issues as part of a contract of trust. These are
Yeah,
just a
they've
few
not.
examples
They've
of
shown
ways
it and
the
gone,
landscape
"Here is
is
Power
changing.
Rangers," but they've
But the
not
message for
actually turned
Hasbro
around
is
and
simple,
said anything about
and
the
in a
brand.
way,
It's always
it hasn't
literally
changed at all.
this thing we're here.
Responding effectively to the expectations of our constituents is crucial to our success. Today, this means being, and being understood to be, a purposeful company.
Okay, cool.
So now I'd like to touch on 3 ESG highlights: diversity and inclusion, human rights, and environmental responsibility.
Cool. Okay, that's
I'll begin with human capital and diversity and inclusion.
leaving all the good stuff.
The talent, dedication,
Near
and
the end.
diverse backgrounds of our employees are at the heart of our success, energizing everything we do, from developing the richest brands and innovative products to creating
Lauren
immersive
First, best
entertainment
producer.
and gaming
Thanks. She's the
experiences.
4th generation.
We attract and
My Little
retain
Ponies.
the best talent in our industry because of how we treat
They may talk
employees,
about if
each
they
other,
will
and because
extend.
of our culture and commitment to equity.
I do think that
In
only.
2017, Hasbro set public diversity and
I
inclusion
just
goals to
generally
increase
hope
female and
that they
minority
talk about
representation across our
like
workforce.
the split. This would be the
By
perfect thing to talk
2025,
about.
we aim to achieve 50% female representation
really
in our
cool.
leadership globally. Also by 2025, we have a goal to achieve 25%
Really good.
ethnically and racially diverse representation in the U.S. And we're on track to hit those targets and perhaps even a bit early.
But what about
You'll
the
also
rest of the
see our
world?
commitment on display in
Hasbro-
the content we create. I'll share with you just one example. We're incredibly
I
excited
do
for
like that,
E1's
Ash.
upcoming television series, Impact.
Just literally.
Impact is
Hi,
a
guys.
6-part documentary
So
series for
You
National
all know that
Geographic from
we're talking
executive
about Power
producer
Rangers, that we
Gal
own it,
Gadot
and that's it.
that
Bye.
follows the powerful stories of resilient young women around the globe
That's
who
really cool.
overcome obstacles and do extraordinary things to make an impact in their communities. Through our storytelling, we are using our brands and platforms
that's pretty cool.
to help inspire and inform conversations that shape the narrative for this generation and the next, reinforcing our purpose as we grow our business.
They all keep looking over
Now
to the other
let's turn
side,
to how we
like,
manage
shit,
human
someone's on
rights in
there.
our supply chain. As a global brand,
Like,
we
because they've
embrace
moved on.
our
Do you reckon it's like
responsibility to
Deb was
protect
just
the
leaving the
rights,
building going,
dignity,
see you
and
later,
respect
everyone?
of workers in our
She's
supply
not saying
chain.
anything, or she just done the...
Hasbro's human rights
you
and
can't see
ethical
her hand, it's
sourcing
just
is
like,
regarded
bye.
as the gold standard in our industry, and we're often consulted by peers in and out of the
The
industry
rumor is that
and
they want to
regulators
extend
for
it
our
into 23
insights.
and that one final sentence.
Through the program, at
But
least on an annual basis, but
if they
often
did
more
extend
frequently,
it,
every
like,
factory
you're only going to
producing
get
our
20
products
episodes,
undergoes
so you're not even going to
unannounced
get
and
the full
comprehensive
power of the
reviews to
Sentai.
ensure compliance with our rigorous ethics principles. We do the same for all
It
of
just
our
doesn't.
major
To me,
subcontractors
that just
too.
wouldn't make sense.
Our suppliers
You'd
are
have to
rated
have it
on
again
these
for 2 years, not unless they were
and
like
business
Nickelodeon.
incentives
Let's
or
just go full on
consequences
hog
are
and
tied
let's
to
just
their
have 40
performance.
episodes in 1 year.
In addition to social compliance, we're proud of our work to promote gender equity in our supply chain. Our female worker
thank you for
empowerment
joining the
program
stream.
provides classroom
We're
training for women in
all just
third-party
chatting
factories
about
in China
random
and
stuff
India
until we
on
get to the
everything
point
from
of
reproductive
what we all
health
want.
to
Is
financial
it going to be My
literacy.
Little Pony,
This
Ghostbusters,
is an
Power
extension
Rangers,
of our work to promote gender
and I will throw
equity.
in some quiffs.
We feel a responsibility
Some
to help
quips.
women advance, because when women,
At the
half the
same time.
population, have more opportunities, we all benefit. Finally, I'd like to touch on environmental responsibility.
Well, hello there.
Our growth and long-term success is deeply connected to responsible stewardship of our planet. For many decades, we've been working hard to reduce our footprint, decrease our use of fossil fuels, and curb excess consumption of natural resources. Over the last few
I don't know what
decades,
your
we have
stream
been
is-
setting
is
ambitious
like,
environmental goals,
but do you
continuously
want to do
challenging
this
ourselves
together?
to do better.
Do you, we could do
Our
a stream
current
if you want to jump in.
2025
I don't know
goals
how.
include reducing our greenhouse
Would that
gas
be through a
emissions by
Discord
20%
call? I have no
and
idea.
reducing energy consumption by 25% at our owned and operated facilities. At the same time, for the past 5 years, we've been setting annual renewable energy goals.
What if they
which we
pull
meet
a
every
Disney?
year. And as part of our commitment
could
to a
do.
lower carbon economy, we're on track to eliminate all plastic from
That's
our
good.
product packaging by 2022, a bold move in our industry. In doing so, we estimate we will avoid using over 19.5 million pounds of plastic every year and also avoid 37,000 metric tons of CO2 emissions every year.
So it's going to
And
literally
finally,
be
on the product
cardboard.
side, our consumer products team, under the leadership of Eric Nyman,
How
has
come
been
they're a
hard at
troll?
work evaluating sustainable
So I've got
materials
Streamlabs going
as
on.
part of our commitment to a low-carbon economy.
Yeah, cool.
Later in the year, we'll be updating you
let me
on
know
our
when you're ready.
progress and announcing our new sustainability initiatives across our brands and product offerings. So across these
So
and other
7's
areas,
fine. Okay,
Hasbro
I was
is
like
leading
thinking, is it
and
going to be
leading with
episode
purpose.
8?
ESG performance is integral to our long-term strategy for growth, and our purpose strategy sets us apart. To conclude,
Question
I'm
is,
pleased
what's
to
gonna
share
happen
that
in episode
beginning
8
this
then?
year, Hasbro will be linking
So apparently there's
environmental,
a
social, and
giant,
governance
big kind
performance
of plot going
to
on at the
executive
moment
performance and compensation.
that someone kind of
It's
spoiled
the
a tiny
latest
bit.
step in our effort to
But I
raise
don't
the
know if it's a
bar
troll
and
or
hold
not.
ourselves accountable. But I assure you, it won't be the last. Thank you all for your time. We couldn't be more excited about the road ahead.
Dino Fury
and we
episode
look
2 will
forward
be
to
out
updating you in the
Saturday.
future. Now I'm going to turn it over to Chris Cox, president of Wizards of the Coast. Over to you,
God.
Chris.
We're really gonna. Oh, she walked off. Normally they stayed. You're not really in Washington right now. Don't like. Oh, this is when they troll and say, "Oh,
Good
okay,
morning.
yeah."
My name is Chris Cox, president of Wizards of the Coast.
Oh God.
As a nearly $1 billion cornerstone of Hasbro, we're excited to share insights about our games and business.
Oh, he's reading off
Let's
the
first
auto
start
cue.
with a quick overview video.
Presentation will resume shortly. Did they not? Did they? Oh my God. We can't show you this. Why did he even put it in? Why just not cut his stuff? That's such a weird thing. Hey guys, let's show you a really quick 2-minute video. And then he'll come back and be like, man, wasn't that the best? This is what we've got. Why not show it? We're hoping, Jesse, we're hoping at some stuff. It'll be Wizards of the Coast, and then it'll be something best. Cool. Right. Let's see how we can get you into the Discord. This is the first time I've done it. Why is my Discord? Okay, so it's streamer name off. Okay. Right, where are you, Ash? There we go. Cool.
Our mission at Wizards is to create
Our mission
legendary
at
games
Wizards.
and lifelong adventures.
Okay,
Magic the
let's see if this
Gathering and
brings
Dungeons
it in.
and Dragons are the core foundation of our business. And at their heart, they share deep world building and epic play DNA that have made them global household names in fantasy. These are established franchises.
Hang on, let me play you through my headset.
Long-term engagement with fans and provide the blueprint for how we intend to explore bold new IP creation with massive global appeal. Our games are
voice and video.
Enjoyed by over 40 million players each worldwide. We have multi-generational appeal and broad gender diversity represented in our audience.
Hang on.
Our fans feel a deep connection to our
Give me 2 seconds, I'll ring you back.
And view gaming as a lifestyle, transcending a mere hobby. They want to immerse themselves in many types of content and experiences. And through the combination of Wizards, Hasbro, and E1, we have an opportunity to engage them in more ways than ever. Our blueprint puts games at the epicenter of a vast web of experiences. And these experiences foster a deep, long-term connection with our fans. Our tabletop games are constantly innovating and are supported by a network of retail stores to create unique, face-to-face branded social play experiences. We use branded content with streamers and influencers, ranging from massive celebrities to gaming phenoms to increase global consumer awareness.
Is that even going through? Why is that not working? Desktop audio's there. Is it not playing desktop audio anymore? Oh, god damn. Alright, hang on. Why is... not even the desktop audio is coming through anymore. Well, that's quite a bit of cash. Okay. It's Wi-Fi. I'm clicking. Open sound. Looks like everything's... literally has the sound...
Segment totaled $907 million in revenue last year. Over the last 10 years...
Please say that is literally being playing...
13%. With the last
okay, I can actually hear through the
acceleration to over 21% on average.
Okay.
As we transformed our content cadence, launched new digital initiatives.
Hello.
Magic the Gathering Arena.
Hello.
And made smart
Right.
choices in digital
Can everyone in the chat hear Deoxy?
high growth and high profit potential beyond our core.
So,
including
Can
more
you
broadly
hear
with our
me?
Hasbro
Hello,
brand.
testing 1, 2, 3.
And
Can the chat
we're
hear me?
accomplishing all of
Chat,
this
can you
with
hear
industry-leading
Ash?
profit margins. With Wizards operating
It might be a
profit
little
up
bit.
over 400%.
They might be a little
in
bit
the period
behind,
shown.
so
yeah.
Our intention is to be the leading
I'm
publisher
going
of
to
fantasy-inspired
load up.
games across any platform.
So I can... because
To achieve
Streamlabs
that
will not
goal,
allow
we
me
continue
to
power our growth
play
behind
or
5
type
key
in.
engines. Our tabletop
Okay.
innovation is led by Matt.
Okay, they can hear me, cool.
Okay, cool. So, yeah. So, so apparently 2020 was a bad year. How do you feel about that? Just
I don't know.
Magic and D&D with new games, new genres.
There's a lot of
and new
sitting.
platforms.
Is there
We're
a
building
link
a
where I
robust
can
new
watch this
IP
so I
pipeline,
can hear
hiring
it
key talent
myself?
from the likes
Or...
of
Yeah, hang on, let me grab it for you.
BioWare, Warner Brothers, and Disney
Alright, then cool.
to
Post it
explore
in the
fantasy-adjacent genres like sci-fi, action, horror, and collectibles. Going beyond our 7,000 hobby retail
So I
stores
couldn't find
and
it on
expanding
YouTube.
underdeveloped retail channels.
Is it like I'm the only person streaming this because everyone else is like, I really can't be bothered?
Lastly, we're making smart choices about our digital
I forgot
licensing
this was
business
happening. I
to drive
thought this
new
was going to be
fans and
private and
franchise
indoors
innovation
because
for both
people were
Wizards and
tweeting
Hasbro.
about it when I woke up
Let's
this
take a
morning.
sneak peek
Really?
at what we have in the pipeline.
It's just like they've gone, nope, not whatsoever, or they forgot to, and it's just like, but why would you make a really kind of cool video? I love the fact presentation will resume shortly. There you go. It's just, I really want them to come back at some point in this thing because it says like presentation will resume shortly, and they just turn around and go, wasn't that a great video? Now you can definitely see what we've got. And I'm just like, really? It's just that's what I want them to turn around and say. Oh, it's just like, how long is it for like resume shortly? Just
Yeah.
Absolutely
Like,
love it.
this is all pre-recorded, so they're just doing their segments that they've recorded for whatever, where they record it at the
Just
office
thinking
or at
about
home.
Wizards as a publisher, between our partners and
Like,
internal projects,
They could,
we have over a
they
dozen
could easily have
games
cut this
involved.
out. Or I think the editing guy was just like,
Dragons
oh,
is the centerpiece
I've
of
sat
this
through this for
effort,
like
with massive
3
digital
hours now
gaming
and I don't
potential.
want to do it.
Later this year, we'll launch the action role-playing game Dark Alliance,
Oh,
with
okay.
our wholly owned Montreal-based studio, Toque Games. Longer term, we're expanding publishing with second-party developers, including Hidden Path Entertainment, developers of the smash hit Counter-Strike Global
Oh, okay,
Offensive,
that's right.
and Other Side Entertainment, helmed by legendary game designer
They won't
Paul Mira
they won't
and
show
Warren
the
Spector.
stuff, or
And
else
we'll
they'll
continue to
copyright
work with
themselves.
world-class licensing
Can you
partners
imagine that
like
just being
Larian
slapped
Studios,
by
who late last year opened up early access to
Hasbro?
highly
Just turn around and go,
Baldur's
oh
Gate
yeah,
3.
guess what? If you
For
show
Magic,
this,
we'll continue
we'll
to
slap you
expand
down.
Arena like we did
But it's
last
our own
month
stuff
with the
gonna slap you
introduction of
down.
the game on Android, with the
Did
full
they just
launch
say they're
on
making
iOS and
Counter-Strike
Android
Dungeons and
later this
Dragons?
Q2.
I don't know. I
In the
think that
second half of
it's
the
from
year,
the same
we'll introduce
studios.
An all-new way to play the biggest trading card game on the planet with Magic Spellslingers.
Oh, okay,
Opening
so-
the game to expanded audiences on PC, phones, and tablets. And of course,
Microtransactions.
partners will be an important
We're all
part of the
welcome.
Magic story. Like our friends at
They're
Cryptic
really
Entertainment,
selling this
who
Magic
later
the
this year will
Gathering.
release the
Oh yeah,
free-to-play
they know
action
it makes a
role-playing
lot of
game,
money.
Magic Legends to
Yeah,
fans
it
around
would.
the world. Beyond the continued development of our core brands, we're also looking toward our next big tentpole franchises. Over the next 5 years, we expect to launch several successful new brands by focusing on what defines our
Oh
success
wow!
today.
Thank you very much for
Fantasy-adjacent genres
for that.
appeal to the
Only can
lifestyle
be
gamer,
D.
like sci-fi
Thank you. Oh, thank you very much,
games
D.
that offer deep
That's
world building
absolutely
and
awesome.
a
Thank
constant
you.
drumbeat of content that supports long-term engagement.
Oh, that's
punctuated by
thank
epic
you.
play
Just
DNA
oh
that
wow.
crosses borders and generations. And in addition to developing our own IP, we'll also be leveraging some perennial Hasbro favorites with an eye towards developing them digitally.
I think
Hasbro has an amazing vault of brands.
I always look like when
Decades of
anyone
stories
at this corporate speak
with generations
just
of
goes,
fan coaches to tap into.
just
We'll
Hasbro's
bring
thing.
these brands
They are
to
that
digital life and
into
develop
it.
experiences
Well,
that resonate with the lifestyle gamer in ways that are new, fresh, and provocative. Brands that capture our
G.I. Joe.
imagination run the gamut from G.I. Joe to
That's
Ouija
cool.
to Transformers
Okay.
to Micronauts, just to name a few.
just name a
As big as our
few.
aspirations
No,
are as a
no Power
publisher
Rangers
of
though.
mid and hardcore games, we recognize the opportunity in digital games is vast, and that's where our licensing business comes into play. Digital games are an amazingly broad.
They could have
category,
easily got
where
the-
Wizards will focus on
Yeah.
core
This
games,
is the-
lifestyle gamer segment.
Oh.
Our digital licensing business, including more broadly Hasbro
Do you reckon
brands,
they put them in the
work
auto
with the
queue?
best developers and publishers
Make
in
sure
the
you go-
world in their respective
Definitely.
genres, platforms, and audiences. At Wizards,
I don't know,
that
because
means
a lot
working
of
with
people say
partners who
I do that in
specialize
my
specific
videos, but I
genres,
edit
like
it
Larian
out so you
Studios
can't
and
hear it
Cryptic.
too much.
Across Hasbro, our mass
I, know-
appeal brands
I know that I
include
say
Monopoly,
so in a lot of my
Transformers,
videos.
Nazis,
Like
Scrabble, Power Rangers,
so.
and My Little Pony. To bring those brands to digital, we
I
work
mean,
with
I
major
do too,
partners,
but that's when I
including Ubisoft,
transition. Oh, they said
Delayed,
Power Rangers.
Scientific
I know.
Games,
Oh.
Scopely, and many more for a variety
They
of
just need to
platforms and
drop
venues.
something
This helps us
amazing.
cover
Like
the broadest possible spectrum
Yeah.
of gamers and opportunities in a market spanning over 2 billion consumers
Um,
globally and $150 billion
Jesse's
in
like,
annual
just
revenue.
get to Power Rangers.
As exciting as
It'll be like
digital
one
is,
little thing they'll say at the
our
end.
innovation doesn't stop there.
And yeah, we own, as you said,
Wizards
yeah, we
business
own Power
is built on a
Rangers.
steady
And that's
stream
it.
of thrilling, collectible
You just
content
sat here
that
for 2
excites our
hours.
fans and invites
Hmm?
new players
This is like
into
that
our
one
games.
episode of The Simpsons
For
where they
Magic,
introduced
this year will
Poochie and we're
expand the
just
number of
waiting for
premiere
them to get to the
sets. Our
fireworks
major
factory.
annual content releases from
Yeah.
5 to 6, including a return to one of our best-selling collector's products of all time with Modern Horizons
I've never
2
played
in
Magic
June.
the Gathering.
For Dungeons and
I
Dragons,
I
coming
tried
off
it.
our best
I
year
couldn't
ever,
get into it.
aiming to capitalizing on that
I
momentum
could
in
never get into it. I
2021
played
with
Pokemon.
new formats and storytelling
Yeah,
opportunities
I
in our main
couldn't.
campaigns, while increasing
Pokemon I couldn't play.
cadence
Yu-Gi-Oh was the
release.
only card game that I
Last but
played
not
because
least, we'll
it
have our
was
first in a series of
actually
Magic
quite
Process
decent, and
products
now it's like a
that
whole
build on
big
what we
massive
started
mess.
last year with the incorporation of Godzilla
Yeah,
and The
they've
Walking
changed
Dead
the
into
meta.
Magic. Later this year, we'll be launching a new class of product we call Universes Beyond, starting with our
Okay.
own Dungeons and Dragons Adventures in the Forgotten
That
Realms
sounds cool,
crossover
I'm not gonna
in
lie.
July.
Yeah.
Universes Beyond takes fan-favorite brands
Ooh.
and brings them into the Magic play system for exciting new collectible and social play opportunities.
Play as
We'll be
Lord
partnering with
Dragon,
some of the
Dungeons and
biggest
Dragons.
names in
No!
games and entertainment to bring Magic to life in bold new ways, including 2 I'm proud to announce today.
Oh.
Weren't they
Science
doing?
fantasy collectible
Weren't they
powerhouse,
doing a Power
Warhammer
Rangers
40,000
D&D
by
or
Games
Power
Workshop,
Rangers
and
role-playing
Middle-earth
game?
Enterprises.
by
Yeah.
Renegades?
I think they were. Like, Renegades is doing it, but I know that I think they said that they were going to add in Power Rangers at some point.
Growth and operational excellence with a consistent flow of content for our tens of millions of fans around the world. Our franchise innovation on tabletop continues to drive strong
If they
engagement.
dropped Power Rangers in Magic the Gathering, I would actually learn how to play.
Are now at the center of
I would too. I'd just buy the cards, but I'd try to learn how to play.
Magic Arena for mobile, Spellslingers, Magic Legends, Dark Alliance, and Baldur's Gate 3. And our new IP pipeline is backed by some of the best talent and biggest partners in the industry. We're looking forward to another great
When is
year.
that game coming out?
So that's all from us at
I liked
Wizards.
Baldur's
And
Gate
now I'll
1 and
send it
2
over
when I
to
was a
Darren
kid
President
on
and
the
CEO of
Xbox.
E1 to discuss the exciting
I
projects we have
reckon
coming
it'll
up
be out
in entertainment. Take it away,
probably
Darren.
either mid this year or next year. Oh, we're doing the Google Earth zoom.
Like, you can get it in early access. That's all I know.
Oh, they're going to entertainment
Hello,
one.
Hello everyone, I'm Darren
Hey.
Troop, CEO of E1. I'm delighted to be sharing with you more about E1 and what we have planned for
Hello.
the future.
This
With
could be a
deep
thing.
relationships across the entertainment industry.
I have a really nice house.
and a
Look at my living room.
business model, we've created a powerful entertainment ecosystem where we tap into full franchise economics. Entertainment is
Okay.
no longer an ancillary part of Hasbro's business. It's a key driver. We're supercharging Hasbro's brand blueprint. We're reimagining.
I wonder if
entire
this is
brand
going to be
universes, and we're able to
all the
expertly
stuff that they're
control
coming up with,
the IP from end to end.
like
Yeah,
all the TV
Paramount
shows.
Plus.
Yeah.
With E1 on board, Hasbro is now fully owning the creative and monetization strategies of our content, which is different than what you might have seen and heard here in past years. In the next few minutes, you'll hear from me about the core drivers of our business, what makes E1 unique, and a valuable addition to Hasbro's
What makes
business.
E1 unique?
Then I'll
Money.
pass the mic on to my
We
colleagues
have
Olivier
lots of it.
Dumont, who leads Family Brands, and Steve
We've
Berkman,
got to
who
have
leads film
more
and television,
money.
to share more about our content pillars. I'll also leave it to them to cover the exciting stuff, our content pipeline. To start,
'Cause I
let's
don't
take
wanna
a
talk
look
about
at
it.
That's the guy.
Hey.
Okay, that Steve guy is the guy we got to hear from. He's film and television.
Yeah. I love the fact presentation will resume shortly. Like, why aren't they just putting the videos? It's like this is not available to some countries around the world. So, what we got in chat? Ian 1 is the main Power Rangers LP, so maybe we'll mention them here. They said it with My Little Pony. I need some Dino Fury morph here. I'm hoping for some Lightning Collection. I don't know if they're going to talk about the Lightning Collection or if they'll bring up like this is how great that will do. It'll be like since the Power Rangers brand, we've got we own Lightning Collection, and we're so happy it's done. And they'll show up maybe one figure. It'll be Tommy. Oh thank God! I can't wait. Wait a sec, I can't watch it. No way, Dungeons and Draken. Oh, that I would love.
I guess for the Lightning Collection, let's say, look how well our toys have been doing. We'll probably give you more information with Fan First Fridays and stuff like that.
Yeah, I think when they're talking about like when they show more of the toys, it's literally going to be Fan First Fridays. But I think they'll have more of them now. Yeah. So it'll be like here's the Marvel one, here's the Star Wars, here's Power Rangers, here's G.I. Joe. And it's a simple thing. What else have we got? So someone doesn't have Nick. See, I don't know what Nickelodeon's like in America. Like over here, they don't really show much. It's always Pop that we get Power Rangers on. So the live streams is probably the only best thing. It's like, but then someone shows it. So where is it? So TSP Shadow Panther. I would have a look at like Facebook groups because it will be posted around there.
Unlocking the power and value of creativity. Our growth is anchored by
power.
5 key tenets. Each of these reinforces the other, and together, it's what makes us stand out and stay ahead.
He doesn't look relaxed in
We
his
source or develop our own
house.
Intellectual property. We attach the best creative talent possible.
Wait until they show wait until they show Samurai.
Content smartly. By remaining platform agnostic, we leverage our broad international sales network to minimize our risk. And through our approach, we're able to maximize revenue opportunities across the entire group. And as a result, we deliver world-class content to audiences around the world.
Again, I'm so like, I know I shouldn't be surprised, but they have these properties that aren't kid shows, and I'm like, when did Hasbro get Dunkirk?
Our creative and production teams
It could be an Allspark thing. They produce the movie.
Hasbro's rich portfolio of brands, and second, high-quality IPs
What is it
sourced
called?
from a variety of
Dunkirk?
places.
I'll see if they
We make
worked
content
on
that
it.
illuminates and entertains, that consumers and fans want, and always with a business-first understanding of creating
Are they
real
showing,
value
is
for our
it
stakeholders.
Winks? So I always think it's Wix, but
Even
that's a
in the
building
face of global
property.
Pandemic, our teams in Canada and the U.S. were able to swiftly adapt, safely completing production on more than 70 projects.
Some guy just
across
pulling the
global
ladder
media.
down. Is that
On
Mark
our
Ruffalo?
extensive Hasbro collaborations, we're focused on creating go-to-market entertainment strategies across kid
It
and
doesn't
non-kid
say they
properties,
worked on it.
animated and live action, scripted and unscripted.
It'll probably be
We
like
partner with the
some
industry's
guy
top
has just
talent to
grabbed it
deliver
and
IP,
gone.
and our team is
Has
focused
just
on
literally
attracting
gone. We're
the
going to put
best
this in
talent
here
and
for no
pairing the
reason.
right people
We don't
with
own
the
it,
right
but no one's going to
deals.
know. This won't be broadcast to
We
the
work
world.
closely with creatives to set up optimal deal structures, and we make sure they feel supported, to nurture their stories and bring our brands to life in new and thoughtful ways. And the great thing about being talent friendly is the talent notices, and they come back to work with us again and again. As we move forward to bring Hasbro brands to life in new formats and for new audiences, we're bringing more outstanding creative talent on board. This includes internal talent. Last year, we brought one of the industry's top TV executives in-house, welcoming Michael Lombardo to lead E1's global television team.
I don't know who Michael
Platform
Lombardo is.
agnostic. This is something we can offer creatives.
I don't
that
know
most
either.
other
I'm a
studios
few
can't.
seconds behind
As a
you.
pure play content company, we aren't beholden to servicing one platform or
What
distributor
has
over
Michael
another.
Lombardo
We have
done?
long-standing relationships
Michael
with all the major platforms and networks.
Lombardo.
This keeps a lot of doors open for us when it comes to exploiting our content, and it works. For example, we can sell our
Lombardo.
series to a leading broadcaster in the U.S. and then sell it
Okay,
around
different
the world
guy.
to a top global streaming service, getting great visibility, but also
Oh,
spreading our
they're
risk.
putting on
And this is
Netflix.
unique.
They're putting some of
We
their own properties on
maximize
Netflix.
Revenue opportunities across the group. With
Okay.
every piece of IP, we aim to fully extract value by leveraging our capabilities as a full-service, one-stop shop. You've heard Brian talk about the Hasbro blueprint, so this won't be a new concept for you. We're not thinking about a single exploitation of each Hasbro brand. We're conceiving of full entertainment universes. Content development, production, brand management, international sales and marketing.
It'd be very interesting if they don't
documented AR,
actually
VR,
talk about
live
Power Rangers in
entertainment,
this,
and
and it's just
digital,
literally,
and for every age
here's
demographic. We can do it
random
all,
stuff that we've
enabling us
done.
to fully control a property's life
Yeah,
cycle.
like we're bringing
And we
more
do it
kids
well,
programs to
finding
you,
synergy
and they'll have
savings
like a
along the
sizzle
way.
reel of Power
Take any one of our
Rangers.
brands and
Yep.
you can see this blueprint in action. And
Like,
lastly,
give it like
innovation
1
across the
second of
business
like
and in how we do
just
business.
Tommy jumping
As
and
the
punching
streaming
someone in the
economy
face
evolves,
like
we
a
are
putty.
Extremely well positioned to benefit
Yeah.
and have been forward thinking in our strategy and our approach. We're finding ways to elevate our customer experience, like hosting world-class virtual markets for our esteemed international content buyers to fill the gap left last year.
Damn,
by
they
the
own so much
in-person
stuff. Well, it's
in the
E1,
face of
isn't
the
it?
pandemic, we are creating innovative solutions
Yeah.
to develop and produce content and get it out to the world. All of this while experimenting with innovative formats and ensuring we're at the forefront of the future of storytelling. This ethos of being a step ahead has always served us well, but especially so throughout the last year and as we look towards the future. With that, I'm going to throw it to Olivia
It's-
Vermont, who leads
and here's the
Family
future.
Brands
Now get out of
business,
my house.
to expand on some
I
of
have
our
my wife to plow.
preschool and animation brands.
It just doesn't look really
They're gonna cut
relaxing.
it. They're gonna cut the Simon Bennett, and he'll say, "Leave me alone.
Yeah.
Stop tweeting at me."
Yeah. As I took on this brand and how much I see the fans loving Power Rangers, stop asking me every little thing.
Hi everyone.
I don't know.
I'm president of E1's Family Brands division.
I generally
I'm
thought
delighted
that guy's
to join you
shirt,
today from our mixing studio,
literally
where we're
someone
working
sneezed
new
on him.
episodes of our global hit phenomenon,
It's just
Studio.
wasps or bees or something.
Coming out of 2020, Here are a few points I wanted to highlight.
His buttons do look like
One,
bees.
we have not been impacted by COVID as hard as other areas of the business, with all production and developments delivering.
I love how he's got Audition up on the on one small
appetite
laptop.
For animation has never been stronger for linear and non-linear platforms, whether for kids,
Can you imagine
or adults.
if
Thirdly,
they didn't say
distribution and
anything,
marketing models are
and in this
shifting, but
presentation
One
they just
Family
showed
Brands is
animated
really
Power
well
Rangers, and
positioned
that's it. They
because
didn't even say it.
platform agnostic. We're
Yeah,
trained
when can
to
you
market
miss it?
content and full brands and not just products.
I have
and
to live in my
drive
little
eyeballs to our
amazing
content,
studio,
which is
and
going to
Friends
become
hasn't
a
been affected
critical
like the rest of the world
capability
that
as
much.
the strengths of linear platforms continues to diminish, and our content gets streamed more and more. Thirdly, we're a leader in the direct-to-consumer delivery of our content. In 2020,
We
E1
put
team
everything
took over
on
the
YouTube.
management of all YouTube channels for the combined portfolio, and Hasbro became the #1.
There we go.
content owner on
That's how
YouTube,
you do it.
delivering 48.4 billion views in 2020.
All right, flexing.
39% in viewership.
And this is my diamond play button. It's great, isn't it? We've got 20 of them.
We develop brands for each of the key commercial demos by age group and interest and play pattern. Our aim with each of these brands is to create lifelong memories for children and their parents, so impact is very, very important to us.
From our YouTube revenue money, we just bought a theme park for no reason. The biggest flex on any YouTuber. Might buy a house, but we bought a theme park.
A market leader in preschool. For Peppa Pig, we're just about to greenlight the production of additional episodes featuring preschoolers' favorite little girl, which will guarantee a steady stream of new content.
No, what they mean is steady new income. We've left the UK, we're now going around the world, and now we've got multiple episodes of Peppa Pig.
Season 5, which will launch later this year on Disney+.
I thought it was
and Disney
cancelled.
Junior globally,
No,
and we
Peppa
have
Pig
started
will not be
development on
cancelled.
season 6,
Like, if they
which
cancelled
means
it,
we'll
I'd be
have
very
new content
surprised.
throughout the end of
Peppa would have to
2023.
really be in a lot of controversy.
Finally, for Ricky Zoom, we're expanding our reach on the brand with the launch of Season 2 this year and the development of Season 3. But we're also activating Hasbro Classic IP.
Oh.
We're reimagining the My Little Pony brand with a brand
Okay.
new cast of ponies, which will include a male
I have
pony
no
for the
idea
very
what
first
Ricky
time,
Zoom is.
and all ponies will
Oh,
be
here it
featured
goes.
in glorious CGI,
When-
also for the very first time.
CGI My Little Pony, dear God.
With the release this fall of a CGI feature film introducing our brand new cast of ponies, which will be released globally to Netflix's 200 million subscribers.
Is it, they're constantly flexing. Hasbro are just literally, their numbers, they're flexing so much.
Netflix by a 44-minute special, a brand new CGI series, as well as made-for-YouTube content, meeting a steady rollout of original content throughout 2022 and 2023, supporting the rollout of a brand new line of toys and consumer products. Now, with regards to Transformers, I am thrilled to announce today
They've
that
got
we have an
plans.
ambitious new CGI series, which is starting production with Nickelodeon.
I reckon this is how they'll do Power Rangers if they do it in the Transformers
Yeah,
way.
definitely.
We have greenlit a first comedy series based on Transformers for Netflix called BotBots. which
Oh,
will
I
be
just
premiering
thought
in
Transformers
2021.
Go or something.
And finally, we will also be premiering later this year 2 Transformers Cyberverse 44-minute specials.
Okay. Well,
Power
JDF.
Rangers were
Oh,
fully in production
holy
this season
shiz.
on 2 seasons of a brand new iteration called Dino Fury, which will be released
Hey.
on Netflix and Nickelodeon. But Steve Bertram will tell you more about how we're going to continue reinventing and expanding the reach of the brand.
Oh, they
Finally,
actually
we
brought it
also have
up.
a pipeline of brand new IP, and I'm happy to share the very first one with you today. We're excited to announce that we're greenlighting an ambitious brand new preschool CGI series for Disney Plus and Disney Junior globally,
Okay,
as well as key
Disney
linear
Plus.
broadcasters all around the world, featuring 3 highly aspirational heroes.
That have not been on the screen at all.
And the consumer products division to ensure we're maximizing the commercial
So what did
potential
they
of this
say about
brand new
Power
preschool
Rangers?
property.
Someone's taking over. I didn't quite hear the name.
I think they talked about Simon Bennett. I think he's going to come on.
Who leads the film and TV division.
Okay. That's what he's going to say, leave me alone.
Hey guys, we know that you've been asking a lot of when is JDF going to come back. He's not!
Simon's cool on Twitter. Like, he was replying to the fans I saw.
Hi everyone. I'm
I have
Steve
seen a few of
Bertram, president of E1's Film and Television
Oh,
business.
actually, could this be the guy? You either said Chris
I'm
or
excited
Steve.
to join you today from the Los Angeles set of The Rookie,
He said Steve.
where we are in the midst of filming our 3rd season of the hit series, which currently airs Sunday nights on ABC. Today I'll be discussing why
I want like everyone to be like, Simon, so we see that you're working with Hasbro. Can we get the Rookie in Dino Fury at some point? Can we get a crossover?
And then I'll share a few
What
exciting
if Nathan
updates on our
Fillion's the
progress
Gold
bringing
Ranger?
Hasbro brands to life.
I would love that. Just no one saw it coming.
That's
Even
all the
before
budget right
pandemic
there.
created massive disruption,
That's the reason why the
our
series
industry
isn't going to
was
be that
already
great.
experiencing a period of
All went to Nathan
unprecedented
Fillion's
change.
pocket.
The entrance of technology giants into our business had permanently altered the traditional media landscape. With the delivery platforms they created, offering consumers
Like,
incredible convenience, value,
Everyone's just
and
on their
user
phones
experience.
and just eating pizza while they're looking at one
In order
person's
to
phone.
compete,
Prop it up
major
on the
media
windowsill
conglomerates
and sit
have
back and
now launched
relax.
their own direct-to-consumer businesses, resulting in a crowded streaming marketplace. E1 is in a uniquely advantaged
Ooh,
position
oh,
as a pure play.
Can you imagine if
agnostic
E1 did their own
content
streaming
company,
service?
giving us the opportunity to sell
they are.
legacy
Cool.
buyers,
I think they
while
are.
also
Okay.
positioning ourselves as a key
Ooh.
supplier to the well-capitalized newer market entrants. As competition intensifies, all these companies are chasing the most valuable content, favoring known brands and A-list talent. With Hasbro's deep and rich library, we believe that we are able to create new premium content based on the brands that consumers already know and love.
Oh, didn't okay.
And in addition, being an
That's
agnostic seller means we are not tied to any specific platform or distribution imperative. This allows us to put the storytelling, the brands, and ultimately the consumer first.
So
Before I
that'd
get into
be
our
kind of
content
cool.
pipeline, I'd like to walk you through how we approach our entertainment slates and how we manage the risk-reward on our productions. Our revenue and margin are driven by a mixed portfolio.
So
of
Shadow
new
Panther,
films,
they'll.
scripted and
I think they're going
unscripted
to talk
TV
about it
series,
very, very
as
soon.
well as ongoing sales
So
of
they've got to
mobile
kind of like really go
Over the
through all of
course
this.
2020, we completed production
So I
of
think that you're going to
59
see,
TV series
because
and 5
they wouldn't have
feature
said like
films.
we're not going to
And we
talk about the
currently have
brand
over
very
200
like.
projects in
We'll
development,
not talk about the
which
brand.
fuels our steady
So I
state
think we'll
volume,
see it very
providing a
soon.
range of properties from which
Like
we
I was,
make our investments.
I was 50-50 on that
There
one.
are
To be
varied
fair,
levels of risk
like
across
I generally
projects,
thought they'd say
and
we, as you
structure
said,
our
like we
slates
own
to
Power
balance
Rangers.
some bigger
But I
bets
generally
across
kind of
film and
thought that
scripted
they
TV,
wouldn't talk about
with
it
a
that much.
variety of low-risk,
Like even we'll bring it up in a, I
profitable
think like we'll
models,
talk about that very
which
soon.
include direct-to-streamer
So I'm kind of
and
excited
yeah.
on that one.
TV productions. Although our annual production investment net of tax incentives
Damn, that fucking
is in the
graphic.
$675
Damn,
to
that's nice.
$750 million range, our
That's some
actual
After Effects
cash
right
funding
there.
requirement is just 30% of that total, when reduced by contractual license fees and international minimum guarantees. To help
So
illustrate
how
this,
much
we
do you
thought
think
we'd
they'll
share a
charge
couple
for this
example
streaming
P&Ls
service?
and walk through how we
probably-
mitigate production investment risk. Here's a sample of
I don't know
an
because
actual
I
recent
think it's going to be
theatrical
something
film we
like.
won. The project had a gross production
I reckon it'd be
budget
like
of $34
$7.99
million, reduced
a
by
month.
$5
Yeah.
million in tax credits, which were confirmed at the time of greenlight. Of the remaining
Okay.
$29 million net budget, $9 million was covered by contractual minimum guarantees from international territories. An additional $10 million was covered by a third-party equity investor.
So
leaving
okay, so
$10
they're
million
saying
of E1 capital at risk, approximately 30% of the original $34 million budget. We will
okay, so
recoup
they're
the $10
they're pretty
million
much saying the same
investment
thing as
over the
like
life
if we
of
put
the
it on our own
film through our
platform,
share of
then
global
more
box
money can
office
go into
receipts,
these products, so we don't have to
video on
pay
demand,
anyone else.
television, and streaming.
We'll put it onto it like a
Our
network.
return on equity will be approximately 45%
20.
on revenue.
The Power
of
Bunny
$7
says
million,
it'll be like $20 a week,
with margin of $4.5 million over the first
and you only get
10
like
years
one
of the
thing.
film's
It's just
life.
the Rookie, and that's it.
On larger Hasbro 4-quadrant
And Bumblebee.
properties, we will likely take on more capital
I've
risk
never seen The
on an
Rookie. Is
absolute
it good?
basis. But this will be
So.
supported by
I've only watched like
significant
1 or 2
revenue and
episodes,
margin potential.
but
Not
it
only
has.
from the
Nathan-
monetization of
Hmm?
the content,
It's got Nathan Fillion in
but
it.
also
It's got
across
Nathan
consumer
Fillion in it,
products,
so it must be
toys, and
good.
merchandise.
It's not
For
too bad.
television, we typically
It's more of the
secure a
I was
majority
a
of
cop
the
for like
budget in tax
20,000
credits
years, and
license
now I'm a
fees
rookie
prior to
because I
This
got
example
caught
shows
doing
2
something.
seasons of a premium scripted television series
Oh wow!
produced in partnership with a
The,
U.S. network
the network-
broadcaster. Over the
It's quite a
40
lot of money that
episodes
goes
produced
into it.
across 2 seasons,
Yeah.
the gross production cost is $190 million. $25 million of this is covered by tax credits,
Good.
and another $40 million in equity from the commissioning network partner.
All this
Additionally,
money
the
going
network
back into our
contributes
pockets.
$80 million in license fees, which reduces the net E1 production investment to $45 million.
It's like 911. D goes, yeah. Have you ever seen 911, the show?
Broadcast license fees of $80 million.
Brooklyn 911?
No, it's like they call in like stuff like, oh, my cat's stuck up a tree, and then the tree turns into something and then kills like 30,000 people, and it's like, oh, we'll send someone to that. We'll dispatch someone down to your house.
Many of our properties have the potential to be sold directly to an OTT streamer on a cost-plus basis.
So scrolling through Instagram.
This model is
Monopoly the game
for Hasbro-branded properties, as the known IP will solicit a greater premium. And all of our unscripted series
like Jenga with a twist. If any of the blocks hit the table, an earthquake will happen.
Or traditional broadcast and cable networks. Thanks to our mixed portfolio of new and returning productions, we earn revenue over multiple years.
Just bring Nashville season 8 back. Bring Nashville back. That was a good show.
Transactional, and from video on demand to free television and streaming.
Great show. It's just the ending really annoys me. Like, royally annoys the shit out of me.
Life cycle, we were still able to achieve nearly $700 million in revenue.
This entire investors meeting is just really them flexing.
In production as a result of the pandemic. 2019 is a better representation of a steady state year.
So if we go back to if we go back to 2019, we don't talk about 2020. We don't talk about 2020 at all.
Roughly 60% of revenue is driven by new releases, from production, initial broadcast, and theatrical exhibition, while the remaining 40% was driven by recent releases, library sales, and the exploitation of...
Can you imagine if they totally flexed on everyone? And just literally, it was a small office with a PowerPoint presentation, and that's it.
We expect to see improved margins in the coming years as we shift our focus to the Hasbro brands.
Okay, so... we know Bumblebee's a film already.
Prior to the acquisition of E1, Hasbro licensed its brands to third parties for exploitation. But now, by leveraging E1's infrastructure, we have full control of creative and production. We can drive our own timelines, and we're able to unlock the profitability of the content.
He just goes, they're just rich. It's just literally, do you want to make it rain? No, monsoon that bad boy with money.
Value across the entire Hasbro brand blueprint, including
and Power Rangers Monopoly would be really cool. Didn't they make one?
Now, before
they did for the 20th anniversary.
Yeah, I think I remember that one.
Upcoming E1 slate.
Rather go to jail, go to the Moon Palace, a dark dimension.
For film, we're in production on 9 feature films and currently have 15 unique releases slated for 2021.
Oh.
With talents such as Mark Wahlberg in Arthur the King, Chris Pine and Tandy Newton in All the Old Knives, and Ben Affleck and Ana de Armas.
God damn it, Ben Affleck.
And we're excited for audiences to see the adaptation of the children's classic Clifford the Big Red Dog.
Oh God!
Coming to theaters later this year.
It's just a big red dog.
We have a mix of new and returning productions across various broadcasters and platforms. We're currently in production on 8 scripted series and expect another 2 to 4 to be ordered in the year. Returning series include The Rookie on ABC, Nurses on NBC, and The Walking Dead on AMC.
When's that gonna
we'll be
die?
New exciting shows later this year, such as Yellow Jackets for Showtime and Cruel Summer for ABC Freeform and Amazon Prime. Our unscripted business continues to grow, with over 70 projects
TV reality
for delivery this year.
I tapped out of Walking Dead. I don't know.
Content
when
ranges
Negan
from
showed up.
Entertainment favorites
that was not a
like
bad series,
X on
that
the
one.
Beach on MTV,
I stopped watching when it was like we're going on a break, and then they never promoted it ever again. And I was just like,
the new inspirational series Impact, Gal Gadot, also on Discovery. And now on to our exciting Hasbro content.
I watched, I don't know, the last episode I watched, he was fighting a zombie at the junkyard, and then I stopped watching.
I think I know that one. Yeah, I know that episode.
We took the opportunity
I just
to make
tapped out.
significant progress on our new strategic.
I'm guessing, did you just find it boring, or just like, it's still the same thing day in, day out?
Will be best brought to life.
Well, I tried watching it weekly, but it was like the same thing, and I just never got around to binging it and
proven
seeing it the rest
who
of
bring
it.
a fresh perspective.
I think I binge watched like most of the seasons, but I stopped. I need to go back to it, but I just can't be bothered. It's the same thing all the time, just zombies.
In development, and the level of interest in the marketplace has been outstanding.
I mean, I need to finish the comics because I really like the comic.
And we'll have a steady state of Hasbro
I heard the
content
comics were really
delivering to
good.
audiences beginning this year with unscripted projects, and in 2022 and 2023 with scripted TV and film.
Okay.
We've unlocked several new opportunities within E1's unscripted
Okay,
TV division.
here we go.
As many of the Hasbro brands naturally lend themselves to this type of format, especially from the games portfolio.
Okay.
We recently launched our first unscripted series with Hasbro in November, with the release of Candyland on Food Network.
Oh God,
We've started
Candyland.
development on a new game
Okay,
show as well, centered on one of Hasbro's most beloved brands, Monopoly.
I'm watching that.
We've attached a superstar host that we're excited to announce soon.
Mr. Monopoly just making the money.
In addition, we have a pipeline of other well-loved brands in development across Unscripted, including Mousetrap,
Okay.
Easy Bake, Operation, Nerf, and Play-Doh, to name just a few. We've also recently closed deals for 2 scripted series based on classic Hasbro games.
Wait, are these all becoming shows?
Yeah.
Best known for creating
I really want to watch Monopoly. I really want to see Monopoly.
Create a premium scripted series
I
based
want to
on
watch
the board game
Nerf because
Risk.
it's probably someone getting wailed in the corner,
Recently announced a
trying
new
to defend
partnership
himself.
with Fox to develop a primetime
Stop hitting me,
animated
guys!
series
Stop hitting me!
based on the game's story. And now on to our highest priority action-adventure properties, where we are creating long-term content franchise plans. At the very top of our list is Transformers.
Oh, of course it's Transformers at the top. I think they're now going to talk about Power Rangers.
We're building a slate that will reignite this brand, adding new characters and new
We
narratives.
don't need to
designed
reignite
unlock
the
incredible
Transformers
value
thing. It's
across the brand
known
blueprint.
everywhere.
The next live-action film is set for release in summer 2022, with a fresh vision that will launch a new trajectory for this franchise.
Shia LaBeouf comes back.
We recently announced our director, Stephen Caple Jr.
That'd be funny.
who
What is
directed
he
Creed
doing?
2, and we're
Probably
rejoining
nothing.
producer Lorenzo de Bonaventura.
He's probably not doing anything at the
and Steven
moment.
Spielberg as executive producer. Additionally, we have an animated full-length feature film currently in development, and have signed Josh Cooley to direct. He most recently won the Academy Award for Toy Story 4.
Oh wow!
And finally, last
That's
summer we
cool.
successfully launched the fan-based animated trilogy, Transformers: War for
Ooh,
Cybertron,
Toy Story 4.
on Netflix. For G.I. Joe, we're focused on reinvigorating the brand and expanding our
I need to see that. I've heard
taking
good
this
things
property
about
to
it.
new heights. The next
I need to
feature
watch it
film,
as well.
Snake Eyes, starring Henry Golding, is set for a
Oh,
global
Snake Eyes.
theatrical release in October of this year. The film is a complete reboot for the brand and will cover the origin story of one of the franchise's most infamous characters. And we're also
That's gonna be
working
quite
on
cool.
expanding beyond film.
And now waiting for the
To that
copyright
end,
claim
we
to
just
come in.
announced a new partnership with Amazon and Paramount Pictures to create an action-packed premium scripted series based on G.I. Joe. Another top
Oh, there you
priority
go.
for us is Power Rangers, and I'm excited to say that this brand is about to enter a new era. We're creating a new Power Rangers universe for a broader audience across film, premium TV, animation, and kids content.
Oh wow!
To architect this universe, we've engaged the highly sought-after showrunner Jonathan Entwistle,
Yeah.
known for the hit series on
Okay.
Netflix, The End of the Effing World. Entwistle has a great passion for Power Rangers.
Mhm.
This will be a complete reinvention, and we're hoping to spark new interest in this storied property. And now on to
Oh, there we go.
the of the post brands.
That's
where
it.
We see massive potential.
So obviously they're working on a few
Our
things,
goal
but
is to use entertainment to
Okay,
expand
yeah.
the universes of Dungeons
So
and Dragons
everything
and
that like
Magic
the
Gathering.
Illuminati knew
These
about and stuff
outstanding
like
brands
that,
offer
that we
deep
all
and
knew
rich
about as
narrative
well.
opportunities.
yeah.
And we are envisioning
So
new,
nothing new,
robust
just
content
confirming what we
franchises
know.
for both.
Yeah, pretty much
The
just
slate
like,
for Magic the Gathering
here's
is
Jonathan
well
Entwistle.
underway.
Like, again, this would have been the
Feature film
perfect
in
time for them to
development
turn around and say,
and a
this is the
premium
end,
animated series in production
we're going
for
to
Netflix,
split, or
and
this is what
expected
we've
to
got
reach
more
consumers
planned.
next year.
Like,
On Dungeons
when you
and
said
Dragons,
earlier, like,
we're
oh,
currently
this is
prepping
going to feel a bit
truly
more
epic
to
new
it,
feature film
I feel like there
in
was more
partnership with
information.
Paramount. We have amazing talent attached, including writer-directors
Who
Jonathan
knows what the
Daly
toy
and Jonathan
thing's doing?
Goldstein.
Maybe they'll end
Whose
it
credits
when
include
Dino
Spider-Man
Fury
Homecoming.
ends,
Mm.
like
Producer Jeremy Latcham is
in the
also on board.
22.
He executive produced Marvel Studios
Investor.
juggernauts such as The Avengers
I
and
reckon
Guardians
that's
of
probably
the Galaxy.
the time that they're going to
Chris
do it.
Pine, known for his leading roles in major franchises such as Star Trek and Wonder Woman, will lead an all-star cast.
Everyone in the chat's
including
just going,
Michelle Rodriguez
everything that
from
we
the
knew
Fast and
already.
Furious franchise,
Yeah.
Jean Page from the Netflix hit Bridgerton.
and Justice Smith, who starred in Jurassic World:
Ooh.
Fallen Kingdom. We plan to announce the rest of this ensemble cast in the coming weeks. And the film is set to start principal photography this spring in
And
Ireland.
Detective
In
Pikachu.
addition to the film, we've engaged several writers to develop premium television projects, designed as a foundation for a new robust D&D brand universe. We expect to bring our first premium series to the marketplace soon after the new film reaches consumers. This new content
might as well just go for the entire thing now. Because you know what, we'll be like, oh, thanks everyone for joining the stream, and then all of a sudden it'll be like, here is the biggest Power Ranger news you'll have.
All of this really just scratches the surface.
It'll be like a Nintendo Direct, let's say, and one more thing.
We anticipate many exciting announcements in the months to come. And now I'm so pleased to introduce Hasbro's Chief Consumer Officer, Eric Nyman.
Well, they're going to talk about toys, so that might be a thing.
Yeah.
Back to Rhode Island. Oh no, we're not going to Rhode Island. We'll go. Are we going back to Rhode Island? They just literally use Google Maps.
Opportunity to discuss our future and our approach to our
They got lost.
And specifically, our toy and game and licensed consumer products business. Kim Boyd, Casey Collins, and I are very excited for the chance to talk to you today about the incredible opportunities we see as our Hasbro teams pivot into the next decade. Our fast and flexible teams continue to show
I don't know, Sabi. I have no idea.
Even in these challenging and uncertain times. And I am very heartened and motivated that we will continue to find innovative solutions to keep Hasbro ahead of the curve and growing faster than the industry as we build out.
Do you reckon this guy's really good at toasting at like weddings and stuff?
For 2021 and beyond.
Maybe. It'd be reasonable
from
IQ.
Debbie, Brian, Deb, Chris, and Darren and his team. The next dynamic step forward for Hasbro.
I might like, because they've just changed the thing. I really want them to turn into the camera and start talking, not just be like talking to one camera only.
Powerful entertainment stories from E1.
So what have they talked about so far? We're just waiting on toys and games, or
yeah, I think they've done. Yes, it's just toys and games because they're on the brands and purpose content. So this could be that there is more information here.
It truly pushes the gates wide open for the next significant decade of growth for us at Hasbro. To put that into context, we believe that Hasbro has a multi-billion-dollar opportunity for growth.
Constantly flexing.
Over the next 5 years,
I love it.
Hasbro estimates that the categories in which we hold a leadership
money we have.
like action figures, gaming, arts and crafts, plush, and outdoor sports.
I would love it if they just turn around halfway through and go, and so to all the haters out there, you thought we were going somewhere? You thought Mattel and Bandai were going to be number one? We are number one. Barring preschool, dolls, but we're going to bring that back.
And in the categories where we are targeting to gain more significant share, which is led by the preschool category with the brands we are bringing to Hasbro from E1, like Peppa Pig and PJ Masks, we believe we have the opportunity to capture another incremental $500 million in growth as we gain share by supercharging the blueprint.
How do you
to provide greater
I feel like this
ambition,
it's going to supercharge this blueprint, petrol all over it, and just set it alight.
After a tumultuous 5 years, we have augmented our brick-and-mortar presence by building a leadership position in the e-com space via Amazon and other leading omnichannel.
Skinny Boy just goes, oh great, they're showing off how much money they have again. Exactly.
Example, in Q4 alone,
ultimate flexing.
POS on Amazon grew by 28% across the US and top European markets, while Hasbro grew by plus 37%.
It's a smile at the end. We grew 37%, like the biggest smile.
Where we plan to do 50% of our business by 2025 through the right levels of exclusivity and a strategic channel mix. Additionally, we believe our direct-to-consumer business, Hasbro Pulse, will continue to grow as a leader in the fan collectible marketplace.
Hasbro Pulse, yeah.
Of doubling every year.
I think they're going to make another Pulse Con.
$5 billion across the G11.
Probably.
Our growth in this space will continue to be fueled
they've got stuff coming in.
As we roll out into the UK and Canada in 2021. And are targeting a
they
presence
said expanding the website, so I hope they fix the Australian one because it's so terrible.
Is it? I think they will because they've just said they're going to launch into Canada and the UK.
All new personalization.
That's going to make it.
It still has
great events like PulseCon.
It still has Wave 1 stuff up there for buying.
Journey.
Really?
And as the business signals strong growth over the last year, we will continue to invest to ensure we realize its full potential. With that as context, I wanted to highlight some of the great innovations the teams are working on in the near term to fully exploit the significant opportunity.
Exploit.
Franchises.
Bad word there.
Ownership of the brands, we can supercharge the blueprint and deliver high operating profitability above the Hasbro norm. Let's begin with Hasbro Gaming.
Okay,
2020
Monopoly.
was a huge year for Hasbro Gaming. Not only did our biggest franchise brand, Monopoly, soar to its highest
I love the
level
fact that
ever,
they keep.
we also had one of the most successful new game launches of the
It's actually a
year,
really nice
Pong in the
ploy on
US, a new
names
entrant
there.
in the $1 billion
But
category of
what I
family
love about
games.
this is
And
they
it doesn't stop
constantly
there. In
be like,
2021,
so yeah,
we'll
in 2020 it was a
continue to grow
great
the
year.
category
Yeah,
with a
everyone got
lineup
stuck
driven by
inside
consumer
playing
insights
board
and
games.
innovation, breaking
Of course
into
they're
new
going to buy
game
like
categories
30
like
copies of
strategy.
Monopoly.
This will drive our leadership position to new heights in this all-important $3.7 billion market. In 2021, for the first time, Monopoly will break
Kara
into the
Cloud
light
says,
family
finally
strategy
Pulse in the UK,
space,
maybe we'll get
a
Wave. So
white-hot
I generally
$475
think that
million market
that's
with
going to
Monopoly
mess up
Builder.
websites
We'll
like
also debut
Comic
Monopoly
and
Crooked
Cocktails
Cash,
or
a
any
follow-up to the
place like
hugely
UK somewhere you can get
popular
it.
Monopoly Cheaters
So
Edition,
why would you go
which
to
was a
those
top
places
10
when you can get
ranking in its
Hasbro
category, where
Hasbro
it's a race
Pulse?
to find the fake cash to make your
But it also
fortune.
means that we can get the exclusives as well.
Additionally, the core game is going to have some unbelievably exciting news for 2021. Just this morning, Mr. Monopoly has asked his fans around the world to tell us what community means to them. Stay tuned for more as we reveal
Mr.
the
Monopoly's
next big
asked for your
Monopoly
opinion because he's going to
campaign around
cash in
World
on it.
Monopoly Day on March 19th. It just might change the game forever. And that's not all.
Okay,
This year, we'll
risk
bring the
betrayal
relaunch
at
of
the House
Avalon
of on the
brand
Hill.
within the Hasbro Gaming
Allies and
portfolio.
axes
Iconic
and
titles
allies
like
and Hero
Risk,
Quest. Oh, Hero Quest.
Betrayal at House on the Hill, and Hero Quest have achieved cult status in the gaming world, and the timing couldn't be better to refresh and reinvigorate these titles for our fans.
They've been like dusty, so we need to kind of like make more money on them.
Funded in under 24 hours on the Hasbro Pulse crowdsourcing platform
wow.
last year for shipment this fall, but for all of our amazing Avalon Hill brands. Let's now move
Is he
to
pointing
Nerf,
with his like
the
middle
leader
finger?
in the $9.6 billion outdoor
Let
category.
me check, I'm behind.
Here, we hold just under 10% share and are looking forward to significant growth as both our share and the category expands. In 21, we have aggressive plans to grab an even bigger share of the blaster business.
Dino
where we hold
blasters.
over 65% share in the G11 by
You
delivering
know
our
there's going to be a
innovative
Power
product
Ranger
line
Nerf
ever. And we
blaster
have plans
at
in
some
place
point.
to grow the franchise by further expanding to new audiences.
The
and
Mighty
new
Morphing
categories.
Range. That's
A
it.
few highlights, starting with our youngest consumer. This year, we plan to recruit, expand, and engage this audience like never before through all new kid-approved themes like Dino Squad pictured here. Dinosaurs
His face.
consistently rank as the top
His
theme for
face.
kids in our research, and we are bringing them to life through fun blaster play.
He keeps smiling
We
after
also
every
know
like
breaking boundaries on
transition.
performance
I know,
is a key to driving growth, and in 2021,
Like when he starts talking in a
we are
minute,
taking
it's like he's like
competitive play
really
to the next
pushing it
level.
through his teeth.
Our all-new 14-plus performance-based Hyperline delivers our highest capacity, fastest firing at 110 feet per second, easy to
Like-
reload blaster ever. And the new Rival Curve will allow players the ability to curve shots.
Curve
just for
shots,
any
dear
Nerf
God.
blaster, giving them the upper hand in any blaster competition. And finally, in 2021, we are reigniting Nerf sports through new product and new franchise partnerships.
I've got to
I
admit,
am
Nerf spots would be
thrilled to
quite
announce
cool.
We have partnered with reigning champs
Yeah.
to become the official ball for NFL Flag, the official flag league of the NFL.
Okay,
This
that
season,
I'm
teams in
quite
all 50 states, reaching
quite
over
intrigued about.
500,000 annual participants. In addition to Nerf footballs being used in league play, they will be available for sale through retail and be
That's gonna
included
make
in
him a lot of
official
money.
NFL flag kits that will be donated to underprivileged schools, giving every kid a chance to play. We also see strong additional growth prospects for our Play-Doh
Oh, that's
brand.
cool.
Through the power of Play-Doh, we are enabling children to express their imagination creatively more than ever.
Oh, they're
We
gonna
have built
do
compelling
like.
stories, stimulated our innovation
Okay, that's
pipeline,
Play-Doh
and enhanced
sand.
our content to fuel their imagination.
Wait, really?
Play-Doh is the #1
Oh,
property in
okay.
arts and crafts, a $2.6 billion growing market where we hold 19% share. We know that
We hold
90% of
19% share in
consumers
this,
buy Play-Doh
so we
before
know
any
exactly how
other
much
arts
money
and
it
crafts
makes.
purchase. And we are poised to drive our market share in this growth category through innovations in color, texture, and compounds.
1 billion lifetime views.
Next up,
Oh, okay,
is
Power
action
Rangers.
brands. Over the last 10 years, we have built an action brand portfolio with a 31% share in a $3.4 billion category. But the world is changing.
I'm so
New
behind.
capabilities, new
Refresh
brands,
the stream.
innovation, and brand
I might
reinvention
as well.
are needed to drive growth. We feel, entering 2021, that we have the best portfolio of brands that we've ever had and continue to add new capabilities to our blueprint, such as building retail events and programming around streaming episodes, driving pre-order sales long before products ever hit the market with new e-commerce capabilities, crowdfunding,
pre-orders,
and much, much more.
Pre-orders, everyone.
With this new
Give us that money.
We feel a new era of action brands has arrived, and it kicks off now.
Okay, so they're going okay, they're going to talk about the toy line.
Ever, we have bespoke content and
Transformers.
For all of our most important consumer segments, from preschool to kids to our most passionate fans, as we celebrate all new products behind 2 new eagerly awaited Netflix streaming launches. BotBots, an animated show for kids, and the final chapter of the...
Can you imagine this is when they turn around and say Lightning Collection normal thing, and then they've got the new kids range of Power Ranger toys like no one's ever seen before, and it just confirms that there's going to be like a kid, like the kids stuff.
2022 feature film, which we feel will be one of the most groundbreaking Transformers films to date. Another brand with strong momentum is Star Wars. Star Wars Mandalorian highlighted the power of streaming for the action figure business this past fall.
Baby Yoda constantly.
Significant toy and game sales across action figures and role play.
Oh, HasLab. It'd be cool if they put HasLab for Power Rangers.
Leading the way as one of Hasbro's top-selling
SKUs globally. Is that like model kits or?
Yeah, so basically on the screen you see where you've got the ship for the Mandalorian.
Yeah.
So basically it's like a crowdfunding thing, so they turn around and go, if you want this, you have to pay up for it, and if we get enough like backing, we will make it. So they could turn around and say, we'll make a command center for but the Lightning Collection figures can go into it. So then it's like you pay, like, say $500, $600 for it. Oh, okay.
We are looking forward to the planned Marvel character film.
Oh yeah, because they make the toys.
And Sony in 2021.
They're showing all the Marvel stuff.
6 different Marvel Studios series streaming on Disney Plus, and a new Spidey preschool show launching this fall.
Venom, Let There Be
Disney
Carnage.
Junior. We are confident that this lineup will drive growth across all of our consumers, both young and old, across a myriad of toy and game categories for Hasbro.
They don't have the new title when they made this.
The Spider amazing content across movies.
It's probably shot like a week before.
Ooh, Power Rangers.
We're also very excited to reinvent and reignite the next generation of Power Rangers with Dino Fury. Dino Fury is going to bring back dinos with incredible dino-powered toy innovation. One of the hottest themes in Power Rangers history, backed now by E1's production superpowers. We are also partnering closely with E1 and creative steward Jonathan Entwistle to re-envision the future of Power Rangers storytelling and product innovation. And in 2021,
that's it.
We will reignite one of our most cherished brands,
Jonathan Entwistle will carry the series
it in a way that will not
he gets
only
fired.
delight current fans, but will also appeal to a whole new generation of fans behind the launch of Snake Eyes.
To be fair, I'm not a G.I. Joe fan, but those toys do look kind of really cool.
An all-new role-play expression for kids will allow fans of any age.
Same with the Marvel ones they released.
We also highlighted that there was some new news in the hopper. Today, we are thrilled to announce a new partnership for a new era.
I low-key want to get back into Fortnite with all those skins.
Has risen to the top of the charts in the video
game. I'm starting to play the game. I saw the Flash skin and I was like, oh, that's really cool.
I saw the Street Fighter skin and I'm like, okay, that's really cool as well.
With Epic Games, which will continue
I wonder if they will put Power Rangers into Fortnite.
To include action figures
I would literally throw money at them.
I would stream it and throw money at them.
Yep, same here.
To celebrate this new relationship, for all of you Fortnite fans, we just dropped Snake Eyes.
D goes, they don't care about Power Rangers, and it's so true.
This is one of the first in a series of collabs our fans
like,
will be excited
we
to
talked
talk about,
ages about Marvel,
with,
about G.I.
Joe.
Joe. Do we care about anything else? No.
Now I'd like to introduce Kim Boyd, who leads our
it was like double down on dolls.
To discuss the incredible
to be fair, I really like their graphics. Whoever's doing their graphics is spot on.
You just heard Eric highlight where we are #1 and growing. I'm thrilled
to be
share
fair, with
areas of our business,
G.I. Joe and Transformers, they do have upcoming stuff coming out for them. That's going to make them a lot of money.
The second largest super category. We hold the #3 position. This category goes beyond just traditional dolls. Play patterns are
This is when they put a lot of focus more on those elements where they'll go full force with it.
Begins with an unmatched portfolio
And I'm okay with that.
That will inspire, empower, and ignite
if this is the girl stuff, I'm going to go to the toilet and
while innovating
take a
across
pee.
a
This is
variety
going to be
of
boring.
important play
Yeah,
trends and
go for it. Here's My Little Pony
It was
toys.
only 5 years ago that My Little Pony was a $1 billion franchise at retail. This year, we will reimagine and reignite the My Little Pony brand.
At least it got articulation. I've never seen My Little Pony without articulation.
My Little Pony will skate into the hearts and minds of kids all over the world.
So,
with new characters
so
and a whole
Shadow
new line
Panther,
of
yeah.
ponies.
Power Rangers on
The
Fortnite
next
would
generation
I
of My
would
Little
throw
Pony
money. I would
begins now.
literally throw money at it.
Baby Alive
But if they give you like a
continues
whole
to be
load
number
of stuff,
one in
that'd be
nursery
so cool.
dolls in the G11,
So let me go over some of the
growing
chat.
9% at
So
retail and adding 2
I
points
haven't been
market share
ignoring it.
last year.
I've been
However,
seeing it
the larger
pick up.
opportunity is to expand
So where do I
beyond
last?
nurturing dolls into new
Okay,
categories
where are we?
with new play
Okay, so I know where we are.
We will continue to focus on our brand promise of offering dolls that are reflective of our
They won't show the
spirit
stuff that
all
which
around the
yeah,
world,
so I know that one.
while delivering magical
Transformers.
interactivity as we take the
E1 is the
Baby
main
Alive
Power Rangers
franchise to
LP,
the
so
next
maybe
level.
they won't mention
And
it here.
finally, Disney Princess and
So,
Frozen continue to be top
well, My Little
properties within
Pony, I
dolls.
need.
The Disney
God, can't
Princess
wait.
portfolio includes the most
Where's
diverse offering of
makes Zeo
princesses,
Prime Production being
each with
MMPR
inspiring
company cast?
stories.
I don't think they're going
With
to
the
talk
launch
about
of Disney
Zeo.
Plus,
I think
all
from
the
all the
Disney
stuff that
princess
we've got
films
now,
come together for the first time,
they're
creating
moving forward.
repeat
I don't think they're going to go back to a property
This new
back
model
in
is a game changer, as it is
95, something like
contributing
that,
to
94.
increased doll sales
No,
and trade-up castles.
95,
The
96.
platform drives audience expansion and
For those,
earlier
I would have run
knowledge
into.
of new characters,
Welcome back.
which we anticipate will
For all I know, I
continue
would have
as
run
new
into building
films are
5,000
added,
times.
like Raya, The Last Dragon, premiering in
Lily goes,
theaters
buy
and on
our
Disney
toys.
Plus with premiere access on March 5th.
So they want people want
The
Dino
next
Fury
opportunity category is preschool.
Lightning collections.
Preschool is the third largest super category, driving over $7 billion annually across
I think they will. If they bring them out without finishing Beast Morphers, though, I think a lot of people are going to be a bit annoyed.
Today, I will share our plans to go from a small player to a category leader with the potential.
So if Selby wants to be the part of the writing staff, I would apply. I'm sure there's a way of doing it, of actually working on the show. I wanted to be an editor for the show. Get rid of all the crappy stuff they did in Megaforce at the time. Oh, okay, so we've got the preschool stuff coming up,
with expertise and focus on our youngest preschool consumers.
which has got Power
I wouldn't mind
Rangers.
doing I wouldn't mind doing a voice for Power Rangers.
Which we will bring to life
Same here.
in new and innovative ways, bringing more play value to every
I'd love to do like a
experience.
monster voice or
And
a
our
Ranger
global
voice.
footprint and distribution capabilities gives us
Yeah, I wouldn't mind
access
doing
to
a Ranger
markets and
voice.
retailers around the world. We have never been better positioned to grow our business than right now, with the powerful combination of Hasbro
Toko
and
Power
E1.
Rangers Disney Princess.
This
That'd be kind of
August,
cool.
we will debut 2 incredible new lines of toys to support 2 of the biggest preschool entertainment brands.
Yeah, they're good.
PJ Masks and Peppa Pig. As you heard from Olivier, we are telling new stories and introducing new themes and characters through all forms of content that we know preschoolers will love. With this powerful partnership with E1,
Have you
take these
noticed
brands to
that
new heights.
in this entire thing that they've done, when it says when they say powerful, it's always like, so we've got this new powerful thing that's coming out today. They always emphasize it on the power words.
Across our toy line that our retail partners will
like,
celebrate throughout the year.
Gonna like
creating
ram it in your
incremental
face,
shopping
boys.
occasions. Next is drive show to shelf innovation. With our close partnership, our storytellers
Yes,
are
it
aligning
yes
with
it
our
is,
designers early
Amar.
and
It
often
is.
to
He's
create
joining me
innovative
live on
ways that
stream.
Stories and characters can come to life and play.
Someone
just like
recognized
they do
your
in
voice and was just like, "Is that you?" I was like, "Yes, it
the
is."
final pillar is audience expansion.
Nathan Kirkab, yes, they did. They did it earlier on.
And global expansion. Additionally, we have newness across our preschool action brands.
Shadow Panther says these toys are. What was it? These toys getting Cruiser and Cruiser.
Franchise for our youngest Transformers fans, with over 200 episodes of content available on Netflix. In Marvel, we'll launch their first dedicated preschool
Spidey
show,
and his Amazing
Spidey
Friends.
and his amazing
I'm
friends
quite a
on
big fan
Disney
of
Junior.
like Spider
We will
Gwen, so
bring these stories to
as
life
long as
with new
Spider Gwen
lines
doesn't
of
come with
toys to
any
support the
crap,
entertainment.
I might pick that one up.
And finally, for our youngest consumer, our portfolio targeting toddlers focuses on iconic brands that are modernized for today's consumer. This modern mom has new expectations around what her favorite brands stand for. Play with purpose has never been more important than it is right now. As you've been hearing,
Power Chamber, you've missed not much. They've just really confirmed everything that we already know. We've not seen any toys, and we just know about Dino Fury. So they're now doing the preschool stuff.
Parents are familiar with iconic toys from their
Shadow Panther, yes, they do, because that's their biggest money maker. Power Rangers, I don't think makes much money.
Across the line, filling a gap in the marketplace for our consumers who are more environmentally focused than ever. Another iconic brand, Mr. Potato Head, will be reimagined for the modern consumer. The
Why do you need to redo Mr. Potato Head?
The brand name and logo to promote gender equity and inclusion.
Oh, they're getting rid of Mr. Potato Head and just having Potato Head.
The many faces of
so
the
it's just going to be Potato Head.
With the new My Potato Family Pack, which allows kids to create different and unique families as yet another example of our commitment.
I always think that the potato heads look like chicken McNuggets.
Across our business. We are so excited to drive this portfolio in the years ahead. And now I will hand it over to Casey Collins to talk about another area of acceleration for our business.
Thank you, Kim. Having a robust consumer products business contributes to the transformation of Hasbro to a global play and entertainment company. Licensed products and experiences allows us to expand storytelling and fan engagement across multiple touch points throughout the day and help strengthen brand loyalty.
Let's see what they've got.
Last year, we completed the integration of two powerful and respected licensing organizations.
Powerful!
And now we have the very best combined
I love it.
To drive and accelerate the growth of our brands. We bring our stories and characters to life through innovative and engaging physical products in over 60 countries across more than 100 categories.
It says like 60 countries. I feel like they should say one.
Entertainment consumer products organization.
Oh wow!
They're third. Can't flex on that.
Yeah, guys, we're really upset that we're not number one. If you can make us number one, we'll make you more stuff.
Today, we have one of the deepest and most well-balanced portfolios in the entire industry, from film and TV properties to classic games to our nostalgic-rich vault brands. Our properties offer a variety of play.
Can you imagine if they dropped Masked Rider in this?
Combining the power of our portfolio with the
that would break me.
It would break me too.
Truly sets us apart. Our proven strategic framework.
We've suffered enough with what happened with Masked Rider when Saban had it.
The most compelling content we have ever delivered. That's the E1 advantage.
I actually quite like the fact that when they're showing Power Rangers, they're not actually showing us like Red Ranger all the time.
The beloved Pony World of is reimagined with our September film release.
Okay, they're making a film.
Stories and characters enable us to bring even more consumer products across fashion, home, publishing, and lifestyle categories to a whole new generation of fans. Snake Eyes will introduce audiences to one of G.I. Joe's most
sell that
popular
Snake
characters.
Eyes.
Yeah. If we constantly drop this in the investors thing, people are going to love it.
Accessories.
People are going to go see our movie.
Yep. I mean, to be fair, look at the, like merchandise for the older stuff. It looks actually okay. I'm not going to grab a skateboard, but the hoodie looks okay.
Transformers has a robust slate of new content to reach diverse audiences. All these stories will fuel expansion for consumer products across all categories.
Power Shamer says, bring back Mystic Knights. I would love that.
Will thrill audiences and continue to propel the franchise forward across.
I mean, that was 100% American made.
Additionally, new entertainment for Power Rangers will set up a new storytelling universe to fully leverage a wide variety of product categories.
Okay, show us.
Another way we will accelerate growth is the creation of new experiences.
They don't like to talk about Power Rangers that much, do they?
No, they don't. Like, literally.
Last fall, Christian Chenoweth hosted a food competition series.
Oh, F's in the chat. F's in the chat. Like, we've talked about everything. We have Power Rangers. Literally, you called it. They were, yeah, we have Power Rangers, and that's it.
Shoe line and the range of colorful cosmetics with ColourPop. We're already working close with Steve's team to deliver products tied to more new series. Now, due to COVID, our preschool brands struggled in the first half of 2020 due to global retail closures and orders being delayed or canceled. I'm happy to report today that these properties were able to rebound strong in the second half of 2020 and carry strong
Why is it like, you know, they got like the Peppa Pig like costumes are looking right into your soul and asking you your deepest, darkest questions.
Peppa Pig was the #1 most streamed kids
They're
show
asking you for their money.
and has captured the hearts of fans around the world. Peppa is our top licensed franchise. And
anything with a P, they start shouting.
Best animated entertainment character brand at the 2020 International Licensing Awards.
Power Chamber. So let's now go huge into the detail on Peppa Pig.
The superhero show on Disney Junior is streamed in over 48 markets around the world. In 2020, the PJ Masks app was downloaded over 42 million times.
More flexing.
56%
Love the flexing.
Working closely with Olivier, we have expansion plans to continue to build on the success of this franchise.
It's just so weird.
Across all consumer products as we bring show to shelf for season 5. Additionally, as part of our acceleration strategy, we've brought iconic vehicle brands to the market.
Is that Shaq?
The
Oh, they're bringing Micro Machines back. That's really cool.
Classics from
Oh, I remember them. I had them as a kid.
I had a lot of Micro Machines.
Characters come to life and emotionally connect with our consumers. Our award-winning publishing program allows us to explore and expand new stories across
Power Rangers in those books,
novels, magazines, and more. Impactful promotions are also key to our growth.
Okay, what promotions are going to do?
Portfolio of properties and characters are being
Let's just like keep this back to like this is just the Peppa Pig licensing thing. Oh, Kinder, what they're doing with Kinder?
Experience economy, and consumers want to engage with our favorite brands in new and unique
Power Chamber goes. That does it. I'm changing my channel from Power Rangers to a Peppa Pig channel.
Coming out of COVID, our partners are confident.
You probably would get more views. Let's talk about how George in Peppa Pig is such a dick.
Whether it's experiencing one of our Clue escape rooms, a Nerf action battle, a PJ Masks live show, or visiting our upcoming Transform Metro base land at Universal Studios Beijing, location-based entertainment enhances emotional connections.
I know you not got much time, but if you can go to Beijing, that would be great.
We partnered with Merlin Entertainment to open the world's first Peppa Pig theme park at Legoland Florida Resort in Winter Haven in 2022. Thank you, and I'll pass it back to Eric now.
Thank you, Casey, and thanks for the time. It's so exciting to partner with Wizards and their digital gaming expertise. Focus even more on the power.
So basically, what do we learn about Power Rangers from this? Nothing.
And have the chance to
Nothing
supercharge
at all.
the blueprint with all new toys, games, and licensed experiences that the world has never seen.
I'm glad we heard nothing because I don't have to make a video.
I'll turn it back to Brian Goldman.
It's the reason why I thought I'll do live stream because they're going to talk more about it. But obviously, we've had laughs actually. It's been quite fun.
Thank you to the entire Hasbro team for their tremendous work on our first virtual investor event. We outlined how Hasbro is supercharging
Should just literally be called the Hasbro Flexing Event 2021.
Of gaming, entertainment, and consumer products, backed by a portfolio.
Got to really push Rookie.
We've outlined how we've
Media offline.
Our reporting to help you better
I thought it was, and I shit myself for a second.
I just no one like watched this through to kind of go over it. They just literally went, "Oh, okay, media offline." I would look, you know that thing that comes up on like Premiere Pro. It says I can't find me. That should have literally been in it.
2023, and the value of owning an industry-leading gaming studio and rich, valuable gaming brands.
That's what we are, rich.
We discuss the progress we've made in developing Hasbro IP through entertainment, and the unique advantage Hasbro has in owning not just the brands.
We've learned that Ravi is apparently the face of the franchise.
Platforms in a time when the demand for content is rapidly growing. We showcased how we continue to drive Hasbro's consumer products business across toys, games, and licensed categories to deliver innovation across the portfolio, to expand in segments where we're underrepresented, and to grow our retail and e-com leadership. Our expectation is that we return to growth in revenues, earnings, and EBITDA in 2021, absent any charges.
Oh, there's Jason, the Red Ranger.
Growth in all three segments to essentially achieve
he's had more of a bigger part there than the entire time they talked about Power Rangers.
After increasing adjusted operating profit margins by 110 basis points last year, we believe we can maintain a similar level in 2021. while supporting new gaming and product launches and returning to the 2019 levels of TV and film revenue. Importantly, our investments and plans drive revenue growth across each segment over a multi-year period. As we grow, we expand the reach of our brands to deliver higher operating margin and enhance cash generation, with the potential for Hasbro to reach operating margin levels greater than 16%, and cash generation close to the $1 billion.
How many people do you think are actually filming this, like literally in that studio? Do you think it's just a cameraman and that's it?
Across the blueprint.
Yeah, probably.
Like
they've got 2 or 3 depending on the angle they go on.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to take a 10-minute break to assemble for the Q&A session.
Oh, okay. Q&A.
Can we ask him questions? Wait, can we ask questions?
Is it like? It's definitely. I'm gonna quit the audio on that one because I literally know. Last time I did a stream on this one, they got me on the smallest audio thing. I don't know. I'm guessing like it's gonna be questions that they're like, yeah, we asked the target audience everywhere what happened, and like you've never seen it anywhere. So it's just Brian from accounting that's just constantly asking questions. So what do you think so far on all of this? Like, do you think that apart from the massive flexing, do you think that it's been okay so far, or? Yeah, it's just I like looking at how much money that they could make. Oh, that just thing. But I feel like there's tons more stuff that they could have like expanded on. It just felt like here are the main things. Here is Peppa Pig, G.I. Joe, and it does feel like, as someone said in the chat, like they don't care about Power Rangers. Like I know I wasn't expecting like a 20-minute section, but you think that since it was one of the newer things that they bought last 2 years ago, that they could have literally put more into it. Like at least, you know, this is where we want to take the brand. This would have been perfect. So, so Power Bunny goes, do you think that they're still going to be promoting MMPR by the time? I think they're going to go with Mighty Morphin until the end of time. I don't think that they're ever going to move away from it. I think the only time you're going to get rid of Power Rangers is when they get when our generation kind of moves on, and that will be it. And then they'll find something else, because you know I can't imagine in like say 30 years time, Power Rangers like Mighty Morphin is going to be the brand. Like I think they'll find something else, but we keep it alive and. Yeah, I think literally if they started moving, like say Dino Fury was their thing, but then we don't know if like say for example if they do move on, you know, is it going to be to the animated stuff? But they could literally make Dino Fury their season and say this is what we're going to focus on, even if it does really badly. You know, just literally do it. So what else have we got? So Selby goes, MMPR is dead. Is for the dead too much. I just think it's just constantly used. They got Shaq for money. Yeah. All of this is just a massive flex. What else we got? Candyland. Who gives a damn? Like I didn't really give a shit about Candyland, but I'm guessing someone has to kind of really want to watch it. Do kids still play with non-phone tablet toys today? We did get some Fs in the chat for the Power Rangers there. Yeah, it's just literally like I wonder what would be their massive if they were to have one more big flex. What would that be? Like I reckon just drop a load of money on something really stupid and be like, we're just gonna buy this because why the hell not? What can you imagine if they were like, we're just going to buy Marvel off you know, guys? Do you think Disney would actually? No, Disney would never give it up. I think they'd be like, you need to give us like $10 trillion if you want that. Yep. I mean, what, Peppa Pig is like... Isn't like Peppa Pig like one of the biggest preschool things out there? Let me just kind of bring that up. What have we got? How much money does... Oh, yeah, a Peppa Pig made that. Literally, people have searched this. Oh, dear God. So, the actress who plays Peppa Pig earns $1,000 an hour. And she's literally done the show for like 11 years. So, God, can you... Like, I would mess a few lines up. Okay, what's her name? Okay, Harley, if you just retake the line... It's been at least 3 hours. Sorry, guys, I just can't say the word bacon. I just can't say it right. 10 hours later, finally we got it. Just get out of there. 10 grand, walk away. Like, I need to audition for kid shows. Dear God, $1,000 an hour. Fucking hell. It's so crazy. Could you imagine, like literally people taking the piss out of you constantly? Oh my God, you voice a pig. Yeah, but I get paid like a king. Oh. Yeah. It's so much money. Like I didn't realize, like, holy crap. Like, I'm quite surprised there's not a lot of people tweeting out about any of this either. Man. Yep. Do you reckon this is going to be like a massive thing that they break down, like the last second? So guys, you've been waiting for Power Ranger news all this time. Here you go. And that's it. It's just absolutely bonkers what they drop down. Oh, just... Yeah. So what we got? When do you think that they'll reveal more Dino Fury toys? I don't think they will. I think that's literally what we've had. Not unless we get something major in the big Q&A section, which I'm guessing it's going to be stuff like how much money we've made, what's the next section. This is when they bring out the whole Power Rangers split news if it happens. This could possibly be it, but I don't think they will. I think that if in the Q&A, if they don't mention it at least once, then it's going to be huge. Am I the only one here who wants to see Hanzuki again? They will flex Austin for Power Rangers figures next. Hasbro really mistreated... I don't know what Hanzaki is. So it's very interesting because when we talk about like how bad Hasbro have done with Power Rangers, we've not really looked at any other franchise, like the Star Wars stuff that's been going on, as well as like any others. Like I've never even kind of like thought about other franchises. So that's yeah, it's so weird. Like I always thought Bandai was a huge big player in this game, but now it's pretty much Hasbro. Like Bandai kind of almost disappeared. Yeah. I also kind of think like because that like this is the question and answer session will begin shortly. I generally kind of think that they didn't need to give like a 10-minute timer, 6-minute timer. They could have just literally have jumped straight in after like 2 minutes. Hanzaki is an IP Hasbro owns, but they haven't done anything much good with it since 2019. I think they just sit on stuff. Like, I think that if Power Rangers came to an end after Dino Fury, I think they just sit on the rights. You know, but like this Hanazaki toy line that they do, again, if it's like, oh, we don't want anyone to have this, boom, not gonna get anything. Okay, they've stopped the music, so let's bring in the audio. Okay. Oh, okay. They've actually said that you can put it in, like you can ring in. Why? Okay, I wasn't expecting this.
Should we call in?
Why didn't you talk about Power Rangers?
Thank you for joining us for the Q&A session for our 2021 investor event. I'm joined by Brian Goldner, Deb Thomas, and several members of Hasbro senior management today. I will turn it over to the operator to facilitate the discussion. Lawrence?
Got to get that thing in the background, Magic the Gathering. Okay, this is the big ones.
To ask a question over the phone line, please press *1. To withdraw your question, press the # key. To accommodate all participants in the queue today, we ask that you ask one question and one follow-up.
Okay.
Please mute your computer speakers when asking a question to avoid echoes or feedback.
Should we call in?
I don't know if I've got the international money for it.
The line of Fred Whiteman. Your line is open.
Oh, please don't. I hope they don't drop any information that can get me, like, would be doxed.
There was a lot of talk about increasing the mix of content spend on Hasbro brands versus partner brands going forward. Just wondering if you could put some specific numbers around that and how we should think about the mix over the next few years.
Yeah, Fred. As we look at Hasbro brands, we're just seeing an acceleration. You're seeing it for 2021.
I have no idea. Maybe it could be internet speeds. Wazobo, 110. I think that's it. The insane noise is really distracting. I'm calling right now. Do it, D. Do it.
Total percent of revenues this year, given the fact that we're expecting double-digit growth between the three businesses.
Do you think that this is what they didn't really think they put in, Ash? Like, do you think that they should have, like, cut this off completely?
I don't know.
Products to grow, and then of course Magic the Gathering. So I think that percentage probably is still in the.
I thought they would like have questions from Twitter or Facebook so they can control it.
We continue to invest in innovation. We continue to invest in marketing, and certainly are paying royalties. But just as we see the acceleration,
it feels weird watching them.
And in a few years, over the next few years, in Hasbro brands, that percentage probably comes down a little bit.
Sorry, I meant more so just on the content spend side of the equation as opposed to just, sort of the revenue mix.
Sorry, Derek, that wasn't the question. You only get one.
More content dollars for Hasbro brands down the road. Where is that today? Where is it going to be next year? And where could that be 3-4 years down the road?
Oh, I see. You're not really talking about partner brands. You're talking about other third-party content. Now I understand. So so over time, and Steve and Olivier outlined for you, as did Darren, the fact that we're already up and underway with several Hasbro IP initiatives. So that will attract,
it feels so uncomfortable. It does, doesn't it, Skinny Boy? It's like,
Dungeons and Dragons live action production, the Power Rangers production, John Entwistle.
That lady looks like she's being held hostage.
And then over time, more and more of that production capital goes toward Hasbro brands, but we want to continue to focus on other good third-party IP. And E1 has done an excellent job of sourcing great material with great creative stewards.
I was literally looking at my mouse cursor, and I was like, why is my mouse cursor showing? It's not even on the screen.
Hi, Fred.
And it's someone else's mouse cursor.
Moving the content forward to more Hasbro brands, that's when we'll see the increase in profitability. As Brian said, we see the opportunity to bring ourselves to an operating profit over the medium term to over 16%. And as we gravitate more toward partner brands, that's when you're going to see that processing.
Hello, everyone. We have two follow-up questions. The first, Deb, is for you, just on the operating margin 2021. Can you just give us some insight into the base that you're referencing when you're looking back at 2020? I think there are a few different figures out there based on the adjustments. So what is the base that you want us to use for operating margin?
I feel like I'm in a queue, like waiting for a question, or I'm in a job interview.
What we're hearing from you is based on this new segmentation, you would expect your business to deliver, upper mid or even high single-digit annual.
The lady looks, she's having a gun held to her head. I have to talk about Hasbro. You thought it was a good idea to do phone calls. I think it was just, I reckon this is part of that. They didn't expect it to be broadcast. And then it was just like literally thrown in. The orange pillow in the background, guys, is really tacky. Doesn't go with the room, does it? He's got a great grey aesthetic, grey, black, white, bit of cream. Throwing the orange ball in there. Nope.
Sure. Deb, you want to go first?
Sure. Well, thanks, Steph. When we talk about operating profit and our growth, we talk about our adjusted operating profit, which was 15.1% in 2020.
Okay. All right. Thank you for that. That's really great. I've made a note of that. So if I could just ask what your thoughts are.
Look at what we intend to spend in production capital over the next few years. We'd said we expect to be at the high end of that range that we had given of 675 to 750. Clearly, this year is partly because we're catching up on some of the productions that we had planned for 2020. But as we look forward, we just see so much opportunity.
I love the fact that in the house they have to have all this like promotion stuff. Do you reckon it just goes in a box in the background? Like, yep, straight finish. Don't need that anymore.
Probably.
Consumer products business that has higher operating profit.
Can I actually open the windows a bit? The curtains a bit more to get more light in. There we go.
Operating margins, as does our games business, as does Wizards of the Coast, and clearly this year we have a bit of a small step.
So basically,
back
we're going to put some more emphasis in Wizards of the Coast, promote a lot of money, and that's it. Like if because they did like the Walking Dead cards and stuff like that. Can you imagine if they did Power Rangers? Can you imagine like people who play Magic going like, oh my god, you're just destroying our card game by putting Transformers, Power Rangers, and My Little Pony in there? You'd be like, holy shit, guys, I want that card.
We're also going to look to continue to develop.
I have no idea what they're talking about.
I have a feeling what they're talking about is that it's all the question that he asked about, like how much money did they want to make or third party stuff. So this here is about more of the random stuff. Like you could find something out, but it literally just, I think it's business talk that they're going to do. Like, what percentage are you going to make in this quarter? What are you expected to turn around? Are we going to get this? So I imagine like this is what the section is, but it's not going to be the longest part. I think this so it's only around about 8 minutes left or something like this.
Hi, yes, no. I think as we do look at that, that's where you see the expansion in the operating profit margin, and I would add you also see the expansion.
Look at all the Play-Doh. Look at My Little Pony.
As we look at that and we drive the growth.
You never see someone's dinner. Late night dinner left. It's a carton somewhere.
As well. And depreciation does have an impact on that in the shorter term.
Yeah, it's all investment stuff. Oh my god, they swapped.
Just to follow up on that,
Holy.
How should we think about cash flow conversion from
There,
$1
yeah.
million level?
So I don't know if this is worth the kind of like let's watch this type thing, but part of me goes, they could literally talk about one thing with Power Rangers.
Right. I think this year we've talked about 165 to 175 million in capex. Normally our capex level.
They don't have many Power Ranger things in the background, just Star Wars and Transformers and Play-Doh.
While we're investing more
I think
in digital
I
game
actually generally think that
a bit higher, but
I think that if Power Rangers was so popular, I think you'd see more investment in it.
But I would expect it to be somewhere in this range at
and that's it. Like if it was something like, Beast Morphers made $1 billion in profit, I guarantee they'd be talking more about it rather than that the little Power Rangers on the side.
Yeah.
So what have we got in the chat? It's funny to imagine the guy has a Nerf gun in his living room at all times. Do you reckon like if his wife? Oh.
Yes, thanks for taking my question.
He's just got a Nerf gun on the wall, and his wife's like, "Fucking take that down, Fred. Take that down."
How you're thinking about revenue growth over the next several years. First, when you look.
I want someone to come in like with a question. Like, so what do you think your revenue growth is going to be over for the next 20 years? Where do you see this going? And they just go, we don't have that information at hand, but we'll get back to you.
Why wouldn't you be able to outpace the toy industry growth for several years to come? And I'm just curious, sort of, what do you view as a good growth rate to use for the toy business? Secondly,
No, what do you think about the toy growth? It's fun.
They sell and they make money.
Yeah, we basically pump out dinosaurs. So Selby says, "Can I be on the writing staff with Entwistle?" I generally think that if you are, like, I would just apply, and then I think there's a process because didn't what was his name? Didn't Simon have this massive problem where people were sending him scripts or something, and he was like, or was that Kyle from? Or was it the Boom Studios ones?
It was both.
And that has a lot to do with innovation, the creativity.
A lot of people send Entwistle stuff, and a lot of people were asking the comic guy if they could write the comics because they think they can do a better job.
I did see that. I was going to make a video on it, but then I just couldn't be bothered. But yeah, I know. I know you guys have been doing this for years, so I think I can do better. And it's all going to be about Tommy. That's it, and it'll be like how they retcon half the series.
That would be a substantial step up in revenues growth.
Multicolored Play-Doh is the Power Rangers representation. That's it. Yeah, we've got all the colors of the Play-Doh right here for you.
Increasingly include the Hasbro IP that enjoys the high operating margin and the additional streams of income that get created.
If they make a potato head that's a Power Ranger, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
And then for Wizards, we're about.
Would it have the?
By 2020,
I think they'd have to take the visor in and out.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
For the Wizards business to continue at a robust pace.
Are they going to reveal any figures? Someone asked. Probably not.
You heard from Chris and you saw the gaming plans. Our enthusiasm for that business is very high, very strong. The returns that we're seeing as we take Magic Arena and we take it to mobile, as we
like the next Dino Fury toys I think we'll see will be whenever Wave 2 gets leaked online or revealed at PulseCon or whatever they call it, Hasbro Pulse Fan First Friday.
I think that's going to be the thing. I think this was more kind of, this is what we have planned, so it's like we've not forgotten. Like if they didn't include any Power Rangers in this presentation, I think then we could have seen this is a very, very bad thing. Yeah.
We think the fantasy gaming area.
But you know that I think from this is actually given more Power Ranger news than most. Because I think they're not going to concentrate on it. I think they've got other properties, and they just don't really care for Power Rangers.
I think they've got stuff planned for Power Rangers. They just can't talk about it yet. It's still in pre-production and stuff like that.
So you're right. We expect
Nunu Benson's like, "Thank you, I'm out." Bye, Nunu.
Thanks for stopping by.
We're continuously keeping on this one. I'm keeping a word out for if they go Power Rangers or something like they did earlier, like they were a third party or something. But it's all going to be profiteering and stuff that they go on about.
We'll get north of that in the next 2 to 3 years.
Fucking,
sorry.
Stuff does go toward $1 billion or better over time, and we expect that higher rate of return across the business.
Look at that awkward nod.
Yeah, it's like, oh god, like, so we have Chris from this toy shop. Why did you fire me?
Gap accounting can
Did that guy just have like a swig of liquor?
Probably. Look at her face like, oh god. Bye, Shadow Panther. Thank you for stopping by.
Bye, Shadow Panther. Bye, Noah.
Yeah, bye, Noah. Like, everyone leaves, and then all of a sudden, it's just like, okay, so now this is the brand for Power Rangers moving forward, and they just give out loads more information.
I kind of want to install Fortnite after this. I don't know how many gigs it is.
It's quite a bit. I think it's something like, can't remember. I recently downloaded it for the Xbox, so because I couldn't. I had it on PC and they wouldn't give me my username because I'd already used it on Fortnite. So Orville, the stream is going okay. We're now in the investor meeting. It feels like we're part of this meeting now. Oh, Shadow Panther's still here. That's great. Oh, I thought you were saying bye as you're out as well. No. I would love it if they brought out Dino Fury skins or Power Ranger skins for Fortnite. Like, then one of the next events going to be a Power Ranger one. I think that would be really kind of cool.
What skin do you think it would be?
It'd be Tommy.
Probably Mighty Morphin.
Yeah, or Mighty Morphin.
What's on the Epic Store? I haven't seen what's on the Epic Store because I'm a Steam guy.
They recently just did DC. They've just done the Flash. Now it's Chun-Li and Ryu.
Okay.
So yeah, they did all the DC stuff.
Which is crazy.
Did you say Kingdom Hearts is on it?
Yeah, we just said
Kingdom Hearts is going to be on the Epic Store. It's coming to PC.
Oh yes, it is, isn't it? Yeah.
To give you a frame of reference that says we fully expect our business to be more
Hitman's an exclusive, which kind of sucks because I wanted to get that, but it's only on Epic for so long.
The next 2-3 years to be able to surpass 16% operating profit margins, and then we'll update you as we go forward.
Amazon jobs.
Certainly believe that.
Okay, so apparently they're hiring. No.
We activate more Hasbro IP across more of the brand blueprint. We should be able to achieve those levels, and that's just the next mile.
Apparently, it's only.
But it's certainly not a ceiling.
30 gig now on PC.
Oh, that's not too bad.
Yeah, they might have patched it. Like there's Fortnite, Save the World, which is single player, then Fortnite, whatever. So it's like 15 gigs for the higher resolution textures, and then another 15 gig for the game.
That's not too bad.
Yeah.
I need to clean up my hard drive so I can have it on, so I can play PC at the same time.
Yeah. We could do Fortnite streams.
I'd be up for that. Are you on Twitch at the moment, or is it you just YouTube gaming?
YouTube gaming. Like, I need to upgrade the Streamlabs so I can stream on both or something.
Nice.
With whatever settings they've got, because you have to switch. Like, you have to log out of YouTube and then go to Twitch with Streamlabs. Is that what you have to do? I don't know.
Yeah, with when you update, because I got the update because I wanted to stream to all 3 platforms at one point, where they literally you sign into one and then the others play it. Because I found it really annoying because I thought that once you log in, that would be it. So I could say, right, today I want to stream to Twitch and tomorrow I'll do YouTube, but you have to log in and out. But once you log into them, you can stream to all 3 if you wanted to. I just know.
Is it like a month thing or?
It's a yearly thing. I think that they send you an email after a while going like, you can get this for $100, but I think it's something like $150 for a year. Or you can do it I think you can do it monthly, something like that.
I don't know. If I did a monthly, it wouldn't be too bad because then I'd remember when to pay for it again.
I think I just went for the yearly thing because it was like, oh, we're doing a one-off deal for $100. I was like, oh, I'll give this a go. I wonder no theories. So back to the chat. Only Lightning Collection are acceptable from terrible promotions of the series, either toys or so Selby doesn't like some of the seasons. Noah says, okay, I'm back. They've not said anything about Power Rangers since the first question.
Brands that have been introduced today and the ones that are in the pipeline too. So we see lots of opportunity in the future.
So I think what they're going to go over is just literally, it's just investment stuff.
Yeah. Like, they're probably going to control who asks the questions and stuff like that.
From Goldman Sachs, your line's open. Hi, thank you very much for the question.
What question are you just going to ask?
On Wizards of the Coast.
Oh, so it's Wizards of the Coast. No one cares about that. So, what Power Rangers Wild Force GBA stream when? I don't have a GBA. Oh no, I could download a ROM, but I've never really played any of the Power Ranger games.
They're kind of fun. The GBA games are fun. They're like side-scrolling beat 'em ups.
Sure. Sure. Let me comment.
I think the only one that I played was the Super Mega Force one, which Johnny and Bosch was in.
Magic has moved up the number of releases.
That was okay.
I played Super Legends on stream, and it was super repetitive.
Was it? Oh, grim.
Yeah.
Bye, Noah.
Bye, Noah.
As you think about the modeling for 2021,
there's like a couple of Sentai games I want to play. Like there's a Gal Ranger game I've heard about that I owned as a kid that I got from Bali, and I want to play it again on stream.
That'd be quite
cool. There's a Jew Ranger game that's on Famicom that I wouldn't mind streaming.
Ooh, going old school on that one. I saw it. Apparently it's really hard, but it does look like a lot of fun.
Dark Alliance game, Magic Arena going to mobile, Spell Slinger.
Holy shit, there's more people in the stream now. Everyone from the events in here now.
A little bit of the future plans that he had outlined.
Yeah, sure. Hey, Mike. Nice to see you. Nice to hear you again. Yeah, so for 2021, I think we have a pretty balanced plan between tabletop.
Okay, that guy who's talking about Magic's got some really cool kind of stuff in his house. It's the Disney stuff.
That we talked in the presentation.
Yeah.
You know, we continue to see robust growth in our tabletop business. We're looking forward to the resumption of organized play, which I think is...
My face is covering up the guy at the bottom. He's the guy who kept smiling, pushing stuff out, going, ah!
We're hopeful that will come back.
I heard the
second half of this year, so we see that.
I haven't been watching it. I've just been having it like minimized while we talk.
Yeah.
Nothing.
With D&D and Adventures of the
That lady with the Play-Doh looks so uncomfortable.
Yeah, like she it's like she's stumbled into like a class or something, and she doesn't know when to leave because everyone will have a go at her and be like, "Oh hey."
Released late last year.
Like her eyes are darting around. I don't know if she's doing, because I did this when we did our
and they will continue to do
viewing globe thing. Like my eyes were darting around when the Skype thing just kept showing who's talking next. So maybe she's doing that with whatever they've got set up with Zoom.
Small percentage of Android phones in late January, and by the end of Q1.
Or she's just got a load of porn up, waiting for the call to finish so she can go off. No, maybe it's a nervous thing because again, it could be the point where she like say her hey.
And then
she's very behind the scenes, like she's never been on camera before.
Dark Alliance from our Took studio, which will be the first self-published game by Wizards of the Coast.
See, I'm very like because this is obviously I think they're not going to talk about Power Rangers, so I might just switch it to. I keep hitting the thing. I might just switch it to just chatting so we can talk and then carry on the stream. Right, hang on.
Are you streaming on Twitch as well, or?
No, because affiliate you can only do one or the other. I'm just gonna switch to this chatting. It's a lot easier, and I'll just kill the audio, and I'll close that thing. Oh, yeah, because they're just literally talking about stuff. I mean, there's about half an hour left. They didn't get Kim Boyd on. Oh, they did have Kim. Yeah. It's just, this entire stream has been kind of a bit weird. Yeah, it's like there's nothing much, and I feel like because there's so many brands, they're just gonna literally be talking. I mean, one of the things that I'm quite excited about is the fact that they get a Hasbro Pulse in the UK is going to happen. So that means that I have a feel. I'm hoping they're going to put like older figures like Psycho Green and stuff like on there, and then the metallic, anything that's just that their Pulse stuff would be 10 times better, I think. So streaming games. Let's have a look. Like, because I think, because have you got what is it? Power Rangers. What's the fighting one? Battle for the Grid. Have you? Yeah. Which console have you got it on? Or oh, oh, is it? Oh, yeah, it is, isn't it? Yeah, because I was thinking it might be like, because I know if Power Chamber's still in here, because I'm like thinking of like bring him in as well, and we could all have like maybe like for a night just have like Power Ranger fighting games and stream it and stuff like that, and then I think that would be kind of cool. But I was thinking like what other Power Ranger games there were, and there was a 2D platform one, wasn't there? No, yeah, I can't remember which one. That's it. I think they're okay if you're going to get into that one, and then like say if you're going to start like say like gaming nights and stuff. Yeah, because I bought one, like I had it for years and I didn't use it that much because I was just like but I've started to use it a little bit more. Which one was it that you picked up years ago? I'll have a quick look. Elgato capture cards. Yeah, because I had Hapage for a while. Let me just see which one it is. Well, I'm gonna like guess. So I'm guessing. No, it's not it. Let's just look at images. Is it a Capture HD by any chance? So that's the big boy. Elgato capture card. Yeah. That probably should still work. It's just the software. Yeah, there's because it looks like it's AV in and out, HDMI, USB. So it's it's one of those old USB ones that they do, the one that had the chunky bits. Mobile game. Oh, see, I really want to stream. Do you play the Legacy Wars? So I think that would be like if we could get that to stream properly. I think that would be kind of cool. Like. Ah. Yeah. Let me have a look. Because I'm only. I don't have much cross-play stuff, but I would literally, if we were all getting into doing this, I'd be like, boom, wholeheartedly would be in it. So where are we? Where is it? Steam loading. So I've got all like kind of the older game, like really old games I used to play as a kid. What have we got? So my library consists of Among Us, Apex Legend. I have not actually updated that. All the Broken Swords, Counter-Strike, EVE Online, Final Fantasy Online, Half-Life, Tomb Raider, and then one or two thingamabobs. But normally, because there's a lot of good games on there that I'm more than happy to kind of buy in and stuff like that. So dear God. Yeah, a few people have told me, like, oh, I should go on the Steam sale. I was like, no, I know what that does to bank balances. Like, what? Like, are there ones that are crossplay? Because if it's PC or PC I can play and stuff like that, I just have to. Pretty much all, like, I've got PS4 and Xbox One, so let me have a look at the. Oh, that one, yeah. My friends have been asking about that one. So yeah, I can easily get that because it's on the Game Pass. So I'm okay with that one. What else? Like Halo? Do you play Halo? Nice. I might pick that one if I've only got like Halo ODST, Halo 3 ODST, and I think Reach, and that's it. But I'm more than happy to pick a game if a few of us are all gonna like play on that one. Ah, yeah, I remember that. Fall Guys would be good. That's one I've been wanting to. I'm gonna add that to my list. Fall Guys. Well, I'm gonna remember that one. I'm gonna add that one to the list. I think that'd be kind of cool. And then I think, what else? I don't know. I think it'd be cool. Like, let's see who else is a bit. Do a Fortnite night or something as well. Because I know Eric would be up for that. I think. Yeah, I think we'd organise a time. I think that would be a. Like, so it's all kind of not like when you're asleep, I'm asleep, and he's like, whoa, and like, damn it, Eric. Yeah, I think it'd be kind of cool. I'm up for that one. I'm definitely up for game nights and stuff like that, or game days, because COVID. Yeah, I think we can do on. I think what we'll also do is end the stream there, and we can continue chatting if you want and stuff like that. Cool. I'm just gonna see if there's any other kind of questions that I've missed in the chat. Yeah, because it's dropped down since we're not looking at thingy. So basically, it's all about stuff. Let me just quickly go back up. Okay, so a few people are like saying, "Hey, like your video was playing a bit differently." Yeah, I think that's kind of it, because most of the stuff. Yeah, I think there's quite a few. So yeah, I'm going to leave there. Thank you everyone for joining. Thank you for Ash to joining me. Go check out his channel. Pop if you can, pop it in the chat so people can go over and subscribe. If it pops up, I'll approve it. So. So Shadow Panther was like, me and class be like, I think everyone's like, oh my god, the woman just literally not allowing it, like, what, darting around. Okay. So Selby goes, what are your theories to unresolved laws? I just think that like anything that's unresolved. I'm gonna actually link the channel as well, just in case it doesn't. I think with unsolved laws, I think that Saban didn't really want to kind of play it up a lot, and they just kind of like forgot all about them. So, and now it's more kind of like, I think it's better for like the new generation, well, Jonathan and Chris and whatnot, to turn around and say, hey, like, you know, or Simon, not Chris, to actually turn around and say, hey, guess what? Like, now we're going to go back over it. But it depends on how many people are doing it. I think that's the main thing. Like, how many unsolved mysteries or lore things have we got going? I think there's way like there's quite a lot. But will they go back into it? So check out. Let me put it on that one. It's 360. There we go. Let's make sure it's linked to your channel. Yay! There we go. It's done. Cool. Right, guys. Thank you very much for watching this. I know it wasn't the best stream, but still, it was good for us to kind of at least hear about some stuff. So thank you very much. Thank you to Dee for the super chat as well. That was very much appreciated. Thank you very much. Anything Power Rangers related? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. But thank you for joining for 2 hours. It's been great. Oh no, like you know when you get that dreaded email. Okay, no, it wasn't from YouTube saying we're demonetized. We copyright claim it. Anyway, cool. Thank you very much, guys, for joining. More live streams later, but for now, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you very much for joining. Hit the like button if you'd like to subscribe. Check out Deoxy, and there we go. Thank you very much, guys, and I shall catch you in the next video.